So, the end of last session, Rennick selflessly attempted to protect a unicorn who has got some serious anxiety issues, but she's working through it in her own way. Apart from the unicorn's issues, Rennick obviously put himself in the way of a thrown dagger by a strange little dwarf man. He didn't cop that dagger though. A centaur by the name of Winterbow copped that dagger, who you'd met 15
Winterbow, the
minutes
unicorn party planner.
So yeah, Winterbow got turned to ash. Rennick is somehow once again alive because I'm nice. And now there is a dwarf standing in front of the party. You can see he's sort of like just slowly looking like to his right and to his left and sort of over his shoulder, like, can I get out of here somehow?
I just want you to know I kill him.
So, what do you guys want to do? We're gonna pick up straight from there.
I want to roll for kill. How do I roll for that?
What do you want to do to this dwarf?
I want to erase him from existence.
How do you want to do? Okay.
Did we roll for initiative or?
We have been doing this for like 15 weeks, you bastard.
And I've been playing D&D for a while. Hey, I kind of took offense to what you said earlier. I'm just saying.
Would you like to roll for Yeet?
Well, what do you guys
the
want
most
to do?
I've ever been awake.
We're not going to roll for initiative because there's one of him and a bunch of you. What do you want to do?
I am going to run up and I shouldn't tackle him. Let me open up my character sheet real quick. I didn't get it pulled up yet.
Don't mess around.
Someone else that has an idea. You can go first.
I was going to yell command and just go halt.
Okay. What is the saving throw on command?
Oh, you ask the hard questions.
What? Okay. I have one question that's going to be important, and that is, what level are you casting command at? Just its first level.
Oh god, it has levels.
Yes, I believe.
Level.
Just using
one.
your first level slot.
Just level 1. Saving throws wisdom. 14 wisdom.
You hold your hand out, luggage, like calling in that innate power inside yourself, and you yell halt at the dwarf as he sort of like goes to turn and step. He looks back at you as you sort of like shout this word. You get his attention. You feel the magic leave your body, but normally there's a reaction when someone has to resist a spell. Like you can physically see them having to overcome that spell. This spell, you don't even see the dwarf flinch. It just seems to wash over him. You've seen similar effects from things like counterspell, but you know that those sorts of things take effort. This spell just whoosh, as if it just couldn't affect him in any way.
He suck.
Okay. I know what I'm going to do now. I am going to run over and try to tackle him.
Tackle him? Okay, go ahead and make me an athletics check. A thing I'm sure you're great at.
Not really, but we'll try because I thought it'd be funny to make my strength my worst stat.
You're a rogue. You don't need strength except for when you try to tackle a dwarf.
Hey, just because he's a little shorter than me doesn't mean I get advantage. Because I got a 5.
Oh shit!
I sail past him.
You run at him and you jump down and try to like wrap your arms around him. You feel just a hand grab the collar of your shirt, one like grab the front of your belt and hoist you over him, and you are slammed on your back behind him.
Ooh,
the rest of you see Rennick. Rennick stops about half a foot shy of the dwarf. You see his clothes are scrunched and he is thrown over the dwarf, but the dwarf never touches him. You see the dwarf do the motion of throwing him, but the dwarf himself never actually connects with Rennick, but Rennick is tossed over.
He is like displaced or something.
Kind of, yeah. Like, Rennick is like, it's strange. It's just hard to describe. But yeah, it's as if Rennick.
Did I see anything when that happened?
No, you were too busy getting dunked on.
You were too busy.
Yeah.
I don't like this rivalry between me and Jay. Actually, I quite enjoy it.
I think it only ends one way, to be honest.
Oh, I know it ends one way, and am I ready to get there?
You rolled a 5. He rolled a 24.
It's
just an accurate description. 19
yeah, that's a
5,
very accurate description. That's how I would describe it.
All right, who's next?
Is he teabagging me too?
No, he's not that mean.
Can I try using my ability on him?
Which
Channel
ability?
Divinity, where with the Ancient's Oath, I can use my Channel Divinity to cause vines to spring up and reach for a creature. They make a Strength or Dex saving throw DC 14 or be restrained.
Okay, he will make a dex save then. Weird that he doesn't get any bonuses to his saving throws. I'm not looking at the monster menu. You didn't see that. It's fine. It's nothing.
You can look at whatever you like.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to. What was the? I rolled a 13. What was the DC?
14.
14.
Ooh.
I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be really nice and say that I'm not going to count this as a magical effect, even though it is. I'm not going to count it as a magical effect. Technically it is, but I feel bad giving him advantage against this one, so we're not going to do that.
That's fair. It's magical. Should play the rules.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
fair.
I'll try to give you guys a chance here. Okay, that second one was a natural 20 plus 3.
Oh my god, bro! Why are you rolling like a god right now?
Jesus Christ!
Did
You
I
saying
roll
you're
a
not
three?
channeling?
Remix today?
You're not channeling Matt Mercer?
I rolled a 13. I was going to let it go. This is on you guys.
No, we're
Um,
gonna lose the right
Have
way.
you-
I'll
Olympics
accept
the-
it for inspiration.
your vines, you raise your hand. What do your vines look like? You haven't used his ability. What does your channel divinity look like, Egg?
Just green sort of flowery vines with
Do
like
you watch?
sort of pink flowers on them.
Okay. You watch like the flowery vines begin to almost like wrap around him like a dome. Like it tries to like cover him. But the dwarf, it's weird. You see him, he's drawn this short sax knife, which is sort of like a halfway between like a heavy dagger and a short sword blade, about that long, big triangle blade. And you can see he's cutting at the vines, but he's never touching them as they appear. He's always missing by about half a foot to a foot, sometimes 2 feet, depending on how far away the vine's springing at him. But he's like flipping in the air, cutting at them with these knives, and before they hit him, the knives are being severed and destroyed. Zenfire, Miss Snack, do either of you guys want to try anything? You also have Clapper Claw as well. Who's stat
Ooh.
block I
What
totally had
about
open and
has
prepared.
Clappercore come back with AJ yet?
Sorry, no, you don't have Clapper Claw. That's right, thank you.
Oh, I was just about to ask him if he could do dispel magic. Fuck.
Yeah, can we just get the blob to eat it or what? Like,
AJ will not be joining us in this part of the world. He can't come through.
He
no,
might
that's why
have been.
I was going back to get him because he thought he could find a way.
I'm surprised Jay let that happen, to be honest, because we make friends with everyone we talk to. So
This is
I'm
true.
pretty
but we
sure we're
managed
gonna
to leave
accrue
the last
many
one where
more
it
people
was.
who are gonna follow us in this part of the realm.
There's only one thing I can do that isn't
I
going to
think
kill
I'm
him.
prone, so and it's still not my
No,
turn.
you can kill him if you want.
Jay, how far away is he
I'm not
from
going
us?
to kill him.
Probably no more
He
than
killed our friend Centaur. That's
probably no more than I'd say about, to be from the unicorn, about 10 feet from you guys. He's very
Oh,
close.
cool.
Oh, right.
Cool.
Gosh,
because,
I blundered
daggers
so
don't have a
hard.
very long range. Daggers don't have a very long thrown range, and he did toss a dagger at the
Yeah, yeah.
unicorn, and you
Yeah.
guys were sort of like next to the unicorn, so he wouldn't be very far from you.
So it's going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
Ooh.
What level is that spell?
It says third.
Okay. What does Dissonant Whispers do? I am not familiar with every single spell.
You whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. The
Okay,
target must make a wisdom saving throw.
You pull on the same way that luggage does. You pull on that innate like fey power within yourself. You're a fairy. You just have this innate magic. Like you're not like a wizard who learns. Like you can just kind of do it with your magic. It's just like, oh, I can just do this. Wizards, Like wizards have to study. You don't. You're just cool like that. You prepare and then throw out this spell. And again, like you feel the magic leave your body, but instead of like this rush that hits him, it just seems to again just glance over him. As if this spell just cannot affect him in any way.
We need to do this old school.
Anybody who wants to can make me an intelligence check.
Oh,
I will
I would
try.
love to try and do an intelligence check with my stats. That would be amazing.
Oh, yeah. Boom.
Ooh, that's an unnatural 20.
Oh.
God.
That was a
Yeah.
4 from Luggage. I just like rolling intel checks because he's so dumb.
That's right. Yeah. 100% more than me.
Rennick, you sort of like
Oh, I got a natural 20.
Holy shit.
oh okay. Rennick, you sort of like jump up off the ground and just instinctively have like one of your psionic blades just at the ready. But something about this enemy, you just have a feeling that your magic. You see Luggage throw his spell, you see Snack throw her spell, and you just have a feeling that you know that certain creatures, whether they be humanoid or otherwise, possibly through magic items, possibly through innate effects, can gain a level of resistance to magical effects. Very similar to the shield that Albert got last session that just gives him advantage on saving throws against spell effects. But this seems different to that. This seems like spells just... It's not that he has this innate ability to shrug off these spells a bit easier, which is sort of like what Albert has now. It seems like these spells, he's just immune to the effects of them. So you sort of like pull out your psionic blade and you think for a second, you're like tossing up whether or not your psionic blade would work. As you do that, Snack, you have this brief moment of like you're thinking through, just like in this split second, like you just put together, okay, he's destroying things without touching them, he's interacting with things. Either he has some sort of psionic or magical ability to throw, to sort of like extend his reach beyond what you can see, or the dwarven form that you are seeing on him is some sort of illusion. And you know that of the two of them, the illusion is far more common and far more likely. You know that very powerful creatures will often use illusions to make themselves seem considerably less than what they are. And you know that that would be a very common effect of it, is if he had an illusion over his body, his physical body would still be there. It'd just look like a dwarf. So let's say that there's a 6 foot tall human punches someone, the dwarf will still swing the punch, but they're being hit by a 6 foot tall man. It's going to look a little odd. Just a dwarf just swinging at the air.
I think I might know who it might be.
So just do with that information what you will. The unicorn, if Zenfire, do you want to do anything before the unicorn is going to do something?
Well, yeah, I had some ideas, but I'm not sure. I'll give it a go anyway. So I'm just trying to figure out like the Axe of Arbor Echo that I now have
Yes.
allows me to cast a level 1 transmutation, so that I have what is it? Speed? Where'd it go?
Yes, it allows you to cast Zephyr Strike on yourself once per day.
Yeah. No, this is a bonus action. So do I have to do that? Because what I was kind of thinking is that I would throw an axe, more aiming in the leg region to try and gain one's attention. Cast said, fast moving spell, and then charge around the other way, because then I get another action at advantage.
Sorry, let me just quickly grab Zephyr Strike up. So the spell is worded very specifically.
Yes.
So the axe is worded very specifically in that it states that you gain the ability to once a day cast these spells. So you would have to follow all of the spells rules.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm not doing anything, because I kind of thought initially I might call upon my Pegasus, but that's a 10-minute casting time. So
It is. Yes, it is.
so that's not going to help. But this casting time is a bonus action for
So,
the.
yes,
turn.
casting Zephyr Strike would use your bonus action, casting it from the axe. You would be able to still attack with your action, at which point
Yes.
the effects of Zephyr Strike would still take effect.
Oh,
For the next
okay. So
minute,
sorry, I thought I had to do action first, then bonus action, but I
Oh
can do
god,
it
no! You can
in
do them in
order.
any order. The only
Wonderful.
order you can't do them in, are you listening, Spa? Is you want to attack with one weapon, then attack with another weapon as your bonus action. If you're 2-weapon fighting, you must use the action to attack first, then bonus action. But when it comes to spells and that, any order, who cares? Just throw them
All
out
right,
there.
I'll do spells.
Get them out there, baby.
Just don't try and
Did you
use
hear
2
that, Spar?
attacking spells.
I
Oh, wait.
will
Just don't try and
point
do
out,
2
Zephyr
spells.
Strike doesn't give you an extra attack, so you will still only be able to attack once this turn. It simply
Yes.
gives you advantage.
No, yeah, I
on
just noted it said
one attack.
advantage on 1 weapon attack.
Yeah, an extra 1d8 damage, and if you hit or miss, your walking speed is an extra 30 feet, and you
Yes.
also no longer provoke opportunity attacks by trying to run away.
Yeah, so I'm not at disadvantage, am I? No.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's your class again, Dante?
I'm a mountain dwarf fighter.
I'm surprised you don't have 2 attacks yet.
No, I
What
do.
level are we?
He does,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just talking about the attack action. He can't then
Oh.
bonus action attack because Zephyr Strike would take the bonus action.
I get you.
Because you remember the old fighter mancer, like I hurled 3 axes at him before he
Yeah.
turned into dust.
And 2 of them were 20s.
Yeah. I'm surprised Jay lets us play anymore.
Look,
I just
I'm
wanted
gonna
his
be
lunch
entirely
money, but he wouldn't hand it over. So, you know.
I've let you guys over level just a little bit because it's fun and didn't think that through when encounter planning.
Rightio. So, action wise, let's do some things and see if I also end up on my ass.
Join me,
okay.
brother.
Hey, I am going to go ahead and cast Zephyr Strike.
Yep.
With the intent to be really fast and move towards old mate that is 10 feet away, given that it's dwarf v dwarf, and I'm very unhappy with this dwarf's efforts. And then basically I'm looking to maim rather than end, but certainly disable said dwarf
Okay.
by attacking the leg region with some other axes, because I feel like I may be close enough to use the axe in a non-throwing capacity, if that is correct.
Oh, yeah,
It's in a range of 5 feet, so I don't know if that is going to work or not.
Yes. Yeah, you are definitely within range to just you're within 10 feet of him. You can just take a step
Yeah.
forward and try smack him.
Yeah, cool. So I just want to bludgeon him with it, basically, rather
Yeah.
than chop his leg off.
So okay, so are you using the flat of the blade?
Let's
the
look
back
at
of the axe sort of thing
the
instead
top of it, if you will, like in
okay, so you're sort of
ramming type. Yeah.
Okay, very
And
important.
aiming at the
You
kneecap
shanked
region
him.
to shatter something, you know?
Yeah. It's very hard to knock someone out when you're cutting into them.
Yes.
So yes.
Well, I assume, not having seen the axe, I assume that there is sort of that area near the top of the handle, like above the blade, that would be flat and not sharp.
The Axe of the Arbor Echo is
it's more like a.
I do need to get you artwork for it once Lily is free enough for me to get her to do that. It is so it is a battle axe, so it's a one-handed axe. It does have 2 heads.
Yes.
But when you activate the actual echo ability to get 2 axes, it basically splits them into 2 one-headed axes.
Okay, cool. So where the handle is the flat side of the back could be used to whack as a semi-hammer type
the
thing.
entire axe is one long piece of. It looks like a bunch of vines knotted together, and the actual axe heads look like wood. The entire axe doesn't look metal, but it cuts people, so don't question it. It hurts them, so let's not question what it's made out of, because magic's funky.
That works. All right, so let's class. I would like to enable Zephyr Strike so I can move like the wind, bullseye, and head on over towards our villainous dwarf with the intent to use the backhand or the backside of my split up axe in 2 to basically kneecap the guy.
Okay, you charge up behind him and sort of leap up and basically just try to kneecap him. So normally your axe deals slashing damage. Are you going to just go for bludgeoning to try to sort of like.
Yeah,
knock
yeah,
him
yeah.
out. Okay.
Just cut his leg off. I can stop him from dying.
All
That's
right,
not
two
very
spells.
fair.
Monty,
Thank you.
Monty Python, this prick.
Something I love about Dungeons and Dragons that will come up in my games if we keep playing is the fact that like magic does have limitations. Like I have done it before where someone's like, "Oh, I've cut an enemy's arm off," and I'm like, "Yeah, cure wounds just doesn't work. This man is bleeding out. You just need a bandage and a surgeon. Like cure wounds is not gonna like. You think 1d8's gonna fix that? Seriously? I don't care what level you cast. This man lost his arm. Get into a hospital.
Just gotta...
But the elastoplast bandages, the really heavy duty ones.
What happens if I
that'd
use
be
my
fine.
SpongeBob Band-Aid?
Yeah, and losing limbs technically
But I
isn't
saw MacGyver do this with some egg
RAW.
yolk and the
Yeah.
match head.
Like it's just very funny to like imagine like on a battlefield, like someone gets like run through like stomach to back with a rapier. They pull out and the cleric just comes over like a Door the Explorer band-aid. Like I got this.
And while they're doing it, they go,
Isn't that what they
instead of
did in
going,
World
it's a
War
map,
II?
they sing, it's a scratch, it's a scratch, it's a scratch.
You know, I'm rewatching Band of Brothers. You know, I think that's how they fixed all those problems.
Yeah,
No casualties.
It's the Resident Evil strategy, right? You just like pour some bleach on there, then just hold it there for long enough, and it fixes itself. Staple gun that'll get it going for you.
Any
okay,
survival
so
game, just wrap yourself enough. You
Go
all the
ahead
pain
and
goes away.
make your first attack roll against this
So
villainous.
just use the same
blood.
damage, the 1d8 plus 5?
Yes, all the same damage. You get attack at
Oh, hang on,
advantage.
sorry, the hit first, sorry.
Yep. You get advantage on this one, and if it hits,
Ooh.
you get to roll an extra 1d8 because it's
Where
Zephyr Strike.
am I putting... Do I have to enable advantage before I roll?
No, just roll twice. Use whichever's higher.
Yep, cool, gotcha. That's a
I think
17 plus
on D&D
8, so that's
Beyond-
25.
Holy shit.
I think on D&D Beyond you can actually you might be able to right click the roll button and it might have a advantage option. I don't know.
Oh, okay, let's have a look. It does.
Yes. So did you say 25 for the first one?
Yes.
Okay, please go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, okay. There's damage also. No, there we go. Ooh. So as there's 2 damages on there, I'm just using the top one.
Yes. The
Yes.
bottom one is if you're holding the axe with 2 hands. That's your
Got you.
There
Ah,
you
because
go.
that's a D10. Yes, of course. Got you.
yes versatile
I see.
weapons.
7.
7 damage, and
Yeah.
go ahead and roll me an extra 1d8, please.
An extra 1. Oh, just a regular D8 over
Yep,
here.
for the Zephyr Strike.
Yes.
Once during the spell's 1 minute.
Oh, that's a 1. That's disappointing.
That's okay. It is also force damage. That is 8 damage total on your first attack. Would you like to do a second attack, or would you like me to
Yeah, let's
describe
keep
what happens?
going because he's got 2 knees. So,
You know what? Here's a better idea. I'm going to describe what happens first, and then
Oh,
you
let's
can
do
decide
that,
whether or not
yeah.
that's a good idea. You charge at the dwarf. It has spun like Rennick's got. It's had spells thrown at Rennick's sort of like getting up. The dwarf sort of like has turned around to look at Rennick again. It turns around and Rennick, you hear this like guttural voice coming from like maybe like 2 feet above where the dwarf's head is. Just say, "You again." You
Aw.
charge at the back of the dwarf. You leap and slam your axe into the back of its knee. It is like slamming your axe against a brick wall. Like
Ooh.
the axe handle slides up. You feel it like reverberate through, and you're strong. You're physically fit. You think if you had tried to hit this thing any harder, you would have just broken your own hand.
Right.
Like it feels like you're just hitting a brick wall. You bring it doesn't seem to have the dwarf doesn't actually react at all. Like, and you could have sworn that you didn't hit him. You definitely hit something,
Yes.
but you didn't hit the dwarf.
Right.
You hit maybe 6 inches from where his leg was,
Gotcha.
but it sure as hell felt like you hit something, and that something is not in pain. Out of
Right.
curiosity, for no particular reason. No, I'll ask this later. We're moving on. Do you want to make your second attack?
So just recapping on what you said there, I heard him say "not you again."
You did hear him say. You heard him say something to Rennick, but you were too busy being like, "Ah, fuck."
Oh,
my
okay.
arm."
Sorry, I thought I was saying that to me.
No,
Right,
he
that's
said. He definitely said that to Rennick.
I think
Mhm.
Rennick
Let's do them
and Josh Dynasty knows what the fuck's going on. I kind of knew beforehand.
Rennick, as he says that, you have a like war
A hut-
style like PTSD flashback to hiding up a tree as a cat man is like stalking
man.
under you, looking for you,
I have a cold
shouting for you to
sweat.
come out.
This is where I get my revenge. Go big or go home.
Right.
At that moment, do you okay, Zen? Do you want to do anything?
No,
before
yeah, I'm just trying to decide if it's even worth because I'm half thinking I should try and swing
Full
higher,
send,
like
full
above the
send.
dwarf, as if there's something standing over the dwarf. But then, I might, no, I'll cease and desist from smashing my hand against a brick wall, seen or unseen.
As you sort of like do that, you're already ready for your second attack. Your arm hurts, but you've been in battles before. You're just used to like you hit and it's just a reflex. You just hit again. But
Yep.
you hold your arm there. You see like this blue light sort of shadow you from the back, and turning around, you can see the horn on the top of Lamorna's head. The unicorn begins to glow with
Ooh,
this pale blue moonlight.
I'm going to get out of the way of that.
As she is going to go ahead and cast Dispel Magic on the dwarf.
Yes.
As this blue light hits the form of the dwarf, you see like this shimmer, almost like water over the top of him. And then a burst of energy explodes around him as his illusion is dispelled. And standing over the top of Rennick, you see a 6.5-foot tall figure. You can see he's wearing very well-made clothing, if a little dirty from being in the swamps. You can see he has a hand crossbow slung to one hip. You can see he has a rapier short sword combo on the other. He's not holding any weapons at this moment. You can see he has large cat-like head, and his palms point in the opposite direction to the way you see a very familiar Rakshasa standing over the top of Rennick. Rennick, as the illusion is dispelled, you see in this Rakshasa, like you're looking into the Rakshasa's eyes. The moment, like you hear the voice and you go from looking at the dwarf's head, Rennick, you just know where he is. And as the illusion is dispelled, you can see the Rakshasa doesn't have pupils. He just has these two orbs that glow with like this golden light. But there's just something about, like, even without like pupils or eyelids, you can tell there is like this infernal hatred in his eyes as he just stares down at you, and you can just feel like this.
So this is a dire live or die situation for Rannick.
This Rakshasa is staring down at you, and you can tell that right now you are the only thing he sees. You saw Zenfire bounce off him. He didn't turn around. He hasn't looked at the unicorn or anything. He's just staring down at you. As he looks at you, he just, the fuck are you doing here?
I'm always there, bro. I'm always stopping you, bro. Come on. Where you're around, I'm around. We're tied together.
Your friend? And he just points at the unicorn.
Yeah, I tried to step in front of a dagger you threw at her, so I'd counter as friend.
What the fuck were you doing that for? Gloam, is this guy with you? Gloam just like, what the fuck? I thought you were with Bavlor. What the?
Oh no, Gloam's my familiar.
Who's on
now.
whose
Here,
side?
here, sit down. Let's have a little conversation before we fight.
I'm not saying
we're
your
gonna
friend
fight you.
Could you? There's a dwarf behind.
I was just trying to get him prone. I was just trying to get advantage.
You see, the Rakshasa says, I'm gonna have to fucking kill you, and I don't. Gloam, you're familiar. Gloam, what the fuck are you doing with this guy? You were like hitched up with like one of the most powerful hags in the world. Now you're hanging out with this fucking Hume? God
hey,
damn.
you couldn't kill me last time, bucko.
Yes, poke
You
the bear.
ran
That's good.
away from. Okay, draw your sword. 1v1 me, bro.
Well, I won't 1v1 you. Hey, I still need the help of my friends. I'm just saying you couldn't kill me.
I
It's got
won't
a
even
very
use a
solid
weapon.
unique car park now.
Bavlorna is dead.
Thanks,
I'll
Mark.
make
I
you
think
look
totally
do
got
it.
that.
He turns around and just says, "Oh, that makes. That actually makes complete sense. Yeah, she was a pain in the ass. I would have felt
You're
that.
welcome.
Someone else must have my contract. That's fine. I'll deal with that later. Hey, so I gotta kill all of you now. Sorry, it's just working
Can we
with
convince
hags.
this guy that we have his contract now?
I'm gonna
I
pull
can
out
try. I want to
Bavlorna's
tell him I
big,
have his
big
contract
book
now.
of.
Actually,
Just gonna hold out Bavlorna's big book of bad blood. Just it's in my hands, taking it out of my chest cavity.
Okay.
We
That's a
have-
nice
we
book.
actually
I know that book. Do any of you say that You have his contract now.
I do.
I'm gonna say
I'm
it.
gonna
No,
I have
And
such a high deception.
At
What do you
exactly the same time, both of you say, "We have your contract." He looks at Snack. He looks at Reddick. He looks at Snacky and says, "I know you're lying. It's a whole Rakshasa magic thing. I just know you're lying. That's just."
Damn it, I wanted to use my deception so bad. It's a
Guys.
+8 and I never got to use it. I just want to use it so bad. Not many times I've been lined up to use
Oh,
lies.
I only have one of those daggers too, and now I gotta. I guess I could just kill the other. God damn, you guys! Why you gotta be like complicating shit? And oh man.
I do have a quick question for you, Jay.
Yeah, what?
Am I still prone or am I up?
You could have gotten up by now. He wouldn't have stopped you.
Okay. Well, that changes my plan a little bit. But
You
but
could-
I'm
if
just
you
gonna straight up
want-
attack him. No, that's
If you
fine.
want to be, what weapon are you gonna attack with?
Well, I remember my Psionic Blade's working last time, and last time I fought him. So I'm gonna
What about
try
the
to-
things that we got given, the goldeny things?
I don't remember the goldeny thing he gave. I got
Yeah,
given.
from
He gave
the
me
spinny wheel guy, the blind guy.
he gave me boots.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Sucks to
daggers.
be
Another
you.
weapon.
The daggers were the ones that were giving him a hard time last time. You were right. That's me talking to you.
I
not
would still
the- not
remember
the
that
camera.
when I was fighting him last time, just so I can. I'm not I'm not playing wrong. I'm not metagaming. I could see when I was fighting him last time. I was using my psychic daggers. They were hurting him, right?
You remember that the only You remember that the only thing that had effect on him and has had an effect on him has been your psionic daggers. You don't know why, but they don't seem to hurt him much, but they definitely did something.
Okay, then my next question is so Simvire, you're still within 5 feet of him, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I basically
Awesome.
poised for my
I am
second
going to
attack, which I
attack
held
him with
back
my
on.
Psionic Blades.
Go ahead and make me
It's a 21.
Yep, there it is. There it is. Okay, please roll me damage.
All right.
He's got a fuck ton of damage though.
That's 9, then plus my sneak attack. A total of 15.
Great, about 100 to go.
Okay, you
Um,
hit him for 15 points of damage.
Roger.
What kind of
Does that
damage
do
does
anything
your
other than
psionics
just
do?
piss him off, just quietly?
What was that?
He already seems pretty
Does that
pissed
do
off,
anything
to be
other than
fair.
just piss him off?
Could you please make me
But meanwhile, the dwarf's still standing there, yeah?
a wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom
Rennick?
saving throw. Saving throws aren't my game, but that's a 9.
You
Total.
like
Oh,
he's just
yeah,
standing there,
I see
like,
what
Wait,
this is
add
going on.
3.
you know what? I like Gloam, and I could see something in you. You look kind of cool. We had that whole
No.
waffle previously. You're clearly not friends with the hags. I'm not friends with the hags. How about this? We'll make a deal. How does that? Partway through that sentence, a psionic blade is shoved up under his chin. Rennick, you see just like a trickle of blood just run down his nose. and
It was gonna.
Wait, why did you say this before I said this action? Like I would have
You
talked about this.
you stab him as he says the word deal, and the moment you're like, oh, that's where that was going. As you stab him, he just I would
Oh,
suggest
fuck.
Jay just wants me to die.
So
Right.
no deal then?
Stop talking and
I
listen.
think that'd be
How
a
do it?
suicide.
raises a
actually.
finger and it says, I would suggest you lie down and go to sleep. Make me that wisdom saving throw.
I already. You want me to do it again? Because I'll
Oh
gladly
no,
do
so
it again.
what'd you get?
I got a 9.
9.
That suggestion sounds real good. You feel like you want to lay down and go to sleep. He's
Okay,
going
I
to
lay down.
cast the suggestion spell on you to make you lay down and go to sleep.
I'm gonna lay down and go to sleep
Just so
then.
you know,
do
you
that.
have +3 on saving throws when you're near me. As well.
Oh, I have +3.
12 still does not beat the DC for this.
Wait. Let me see if I can do it because if it's a saving throw, because I do have a psychonic thing I can do.
Okay.
Do we
You're-
sense that
you're
he'll be
thinking at
in
the
a
moment.
talkative mood still after Rennick goes to sleep?
He seems very chill about this. Like
Rennick,
you
go to sleep.
Yeah.
Just
saving-
go to sleep, Rennick.
Dude, just go to sleep before you get us all killed.
Can we just let Albert have a
Promise I'll
chat
stand
to the
over
kitty
you.
cat?
Well, to be honest, I didn't think he was gonna work with us. Last time I tried to talk to him, he tried to kill me no matter what I said. So
Find him into the woods.
okay, I go to sleep. Whatever. I'm not gonna fight it.
No, I was just gonna let you know that you currently had rolled a 12. The DC for this is 18. So if you add anything
Yeah.
that could potentially add an extra +6, you could resist this. All you have to do is meet the DC to resist the spell.
Well, I don't think my psi bolstered knack would work because it's only for ability checks using skill or tools. I
Yeah,
have
no.
proficiency with, and I don't have proficiency with wisdom, and it's not a skill.
Yeah. All good. You just you guys watch Luggage, he sort of like pats the ground a bit like a cat does, and then like curls up in a little ball, and he's snoring in a few seconds. Sorry, Rennick, not Luggage.
Okay,
The
I was about to
Rakshasa,
say.
the
He's
Rakshasa,
like, oh, I'm going for a nap too. I am pretty dumb. Maybe I just
the
decided
Rakshasa
I'm
turns around and sort
jumping
of
in.
looks at you guys and says, "Oh, how you doing?
don't sleep.
You're a dwarf. Oh, nice axe. Anyway, hey, I'm here to kill this unicorn. So either you can get with the program or get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I'm not such a bad guy now, am I, guys?
You know what? You know what?
All I'm
You're no
hearing is
friends
he's
to
not
hag.
killing
Don't
us
like
right now.
either of
We
those
got time to move.
I'm no friend to the hags. So how about we make a deal? You kill Enderlin before, let's say, the next full moon, and I won't murder you or this unicorn. So you've got about, he checks the digital watch.
Wait.
You're right. It's just a joke. It's just a joke.
Yeah.
He's a grown adult. He pulls out his phone. He doesn't wear a
Wouldn't it
watch.
be a Swatch?
I think he has a no. He pulls out his Rolex.
That's
Um,
what he's wearing.
It's got a, he looks
He
like
has
a
an analog.
fob-watch
Come on,
guy.
you know he's a little bit more classic.
Yeah,
guy.
Do you
check
know
it,
that
Nick.
the next full moon is in a day and a half,
Right.
36 hours? How about that? You kill Enderlin
Oh.
Moongrave. We don't have to bother with this.
Why do you want her dead?
Oh,
Don't
she
leave
has
him
my
there.
contract. She's the reason I'm stuck. Ugh! He just like spits up all of this like weird. It looks like tree sap. Ugh. Oh, that actually doesn't hurt me that much. Oh, Jesus. Saw him give it to this centaur chick though. Who that hurt? Oh, she is not immortal. That looked painful. She's out of here anyway. So yeah. So what do you say?
What do we say, guys?
I didn't understand that answer.
Let's see.
I'm asleep, so I can't say anything and try
Will
to get us more
you
time.
help us then?
I will not kill you.
Ah, that
That's
sounds great.
helping.
Another
That's
time to
okay.
use
I'll
my
take
plus eight
that deal then.
persuasion.
Yeah,
God.
that sounds good to me.
Cool.
What's the
So-
deal you're accepting? Sorry.
We're gonna kill one of the hags.
We have 36 hours to do it.
Oh, I mean,
Something
sorry. I thought he
we've
was asking us to
already
kill a
s-
unicorn.
Told
No.
That's
Ning
what
will
I
do.
thought.
No, Enderlin, one of the other hags. Pretty much the one that we're heading to because we low key think that what's his name?
We're heading
the one we
towards.
were
We're heading
going to
towards
kill
Scabatha.
anyway,
Alicorn
but
is like
don't
hidden
tell
there or
him
something?
that.
We're heading towards
so
Scabatha Nightshade.
heading
Enderlin
towards
was the third
Scabatha.
one.
Enderlin's a third.
Oh.
She rules Yon. Oh
Right.
yeah, he can
Oh.
wake up now. He clicks his fingers and you wake up, Rennick.
Can you assist us in getting to Yon in that time frame?
I can give you a hand to kill Scabatha if you want.
Hey.
I actually can't deal the killing blow or do anything to hurt her, but I can kill as many of her little goblins as you want. Help you get there too if you want.
Well,
Seems
So
good.
36.
Yep.
So
And you get in return for that what?
Enderlin has my contract. I'm
I-
bound to do her bidding. You
Can
kill
we
her,
have
I see.
no more contract. I'm out of here,
I did-
baby.
I support Albert's deal.
wait, what's his handle? What's the name? I can't remember if you told us or not.
You asked what his name and he says, I don't have one.
Okay.
Not one that I'm
well
gonna tell
then,
you anyway.
That's fair. I have
I
stabbed you multiple times.
You have. Everyone else here's tried. You've succeeded. Yeah. It's a whole fiend thing. You know, you just don't give out your name.
Respect. I understand. Can we
How
have
could
more
you
than
possibly
36
do that?
hours so that we can complete what we need to here and then go over there?
No,
and kill
because you
her?
see, I gotta kill this unicorn within the next 36 hours, or I have a horrible coughing fit and die. So, well, actually, I'm gonna get turned into a tree. That'd kill a mortal, but I just get to be a tree. So,
And
Let's
is
get
there a
on
way
with
to break
this.
that spell? Is there a way to break? Is it a curse?
yeah,
Can we talk on the way to Scabatha's?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what
We
we're talking.
are on a clock.
As you go to leave, Lorna says, please, hi, sorry, could you not help him? He's a demon. Everyone, okay, you're all leaving? Oh, you've made it, okay.
Oh, I don't think we have a
I'm
choice.
not-
Sorry, lady.
Well, I could go with you. I'll go. What am I saying?
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm going
no, you
crazy.
can stay here.
Come along.
I don't want you to die. I already tried to die for you.
I'll help, but I'm not going if he goes.
No, you should...
I'll help. Just don't go with. I don't trust him. I don't like him. I like
If
you
we
guys.
don't
You guys are
if
nice.
we don't take him, you die.
The Rakshasa just
we
says,
can't
"Oh
stop
no,
that."
I'm just gonna sit here for the next 35 hours, 59 minutes."
Yeah.
So and then kill her.
Yeah,
You got
so
36
we'll-
hours. If she
We'll
goes
take
with
the
you,
unicorn, and it'll be good.
So if she
Yeah,
comes
but
with
if
us,
he- if
he
he's-
goes anyway.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah,
he
come with
comes
us.
with us, then once the time ends, or when time gets closer, we can slow him down and hopefully he turns to a tree before he gets there.
he turns to you and says, "Motherfucker, I got here without a guide. You really think I can't teleport back and kill this unicorn? Like you really, like you."
Do you
Dude,
think
you're
you
not
can
helping me
stop
make
us?
this case. Do you want to kill this chick or not?
Look, I'm gonna be entirely honest. I like Gloam. I'm a friend of Gloam. Gloam just, "Hey bud, how you doing? Yeah. Hey, we heading to Vegas this summer? Damn right we are."
Hither, thither,
I'm a
yon,
friend
and
of Gloam.
Vegas.
So I'm gonna do
How is
Gloam
that
a
where you
quick
got that
favor.
phone?
I'm gonna do Gloam a quick favor, but I'm gonna be entirely honest. This unicorn's a lot weaker than a goddamn hag, and it'll be a lot easier for me to off this than that. So I'm just being nice here. You guys can take it or leave it, as far as I'm concerned.
Hence why I'm trying to say we take it. This dude is I have been able to hurt him. I think we should take him. It's
That's what we are trying to
unstoppable
do.
force.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Why
Yeah.
are you arguing?
The only reason we stopped is because you argued against it.
Well, I mean, and the only reason we were heading this way was to find Little Oak to go and help us try and kill
Mhm.
Scabather anyway. So it seems like a shortcut, assuming we
Um,
trust
I
what
can-
this dude's
I
saying.
can teleport you to Little Oak. I've already called him. He's on his way. He'll be here in less than an hour with Will and the others. Look, if you go with him, you won't be able to come back because he's an infernal, and then you guys will have infernal energy on you, and the lake will kill you. So, like, please let me come. I don't trust him, and I don't want you to die because you guys are nice.
But
Oh,
if you come, he's going to follow.
of course
Whew,
you can
I
come.
don't feel great. Okay, you can do this. Come on. Yeah, be brave. Whew, nope. Hi.
Hi.
Sidebar.
We
So
know
I
we
think-
can't. We know we
okay.
can't trust the
Sidebar.
demon.
Sidebar. Yeah.
Somehow
yeah, we
this
can't trust
unicorn.
him.
I will just point out real quick. This unicorn is sweating. You didn't know they could do that, but she is.
Are her palms? Are her
Just
are her
She
hooves
loves
really
spaghetti?
sweaty? Yeah,
This
exactly. I
u-
couldn't think of
This
hooves.
Her knees are
unicorn
weak,
is in a
yep.
constant state of panic attack.
I'm not so sure if I want that by my side in a battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Whatever
I
you guys think is
I
best,
think
I'm
you'll
down
be
with.
fine, Randy.
can teleport us as well.
She can teleport, so it saves us on time.
Yep.
Can you teleport us between the 3 locations and back here?
But she
I
won't
can.
teleport the Rakshasa, but the Rakshasa
No.
can probably
I
teleport
understand.
itself.
The Rakshasa will find themselves to us. We know that.
I can get you to Little Oak and back. I can only do it once per day though. But Little Oak's actually closer to Loomlurch than we are now. He's sort of like between here and Loomlurch, so it'd actually be saving a bit of time. Otherwise, you'd have to
Yeah.
walk with this weird cat man. Whew. Oh, he's scary. That's nice. Whew. Why are your hands backwards? Never mind. That's personal.
Yeah, you can't ask people that. What the heck? What?
Why are your hands backwards?
Rennick, the Rakshasa doesn't need over to you and just says, "Is she okay? Do you want some
It's
water? Does she want some water?"
I don't think
That's
you
what
going
the-
next
that's
will
what
be
it
a
is.
smart idea, brother.
We're
Don't
in
forget
LA.
it, don't worry.
Through.
Yeah, I feel bad though. Like I'm gonna be honest, I came here to kill her, but man, this is just depressing at this point. I'm so sorry. You've clearly got some stuff to work out.
I think we need to stick with our original plan. If it involves one or the other, we go with the known, reasonable, good quantities.
Yep.
We go the oak, we go Will.
From
We
what I
go
I
understand,
don't
Scabatha.
understand what you just said, but yeah, let's go.
Go with the plan that doesn't involve the demon.
but the demon's going to follow us regardless if the unicorn goes with us. So we're kind of getting best of
Yeah.
both worlds, are we
Yeah.
not?
Yep,
Rakshasa
let's go.
sort of raises his hand and says, "Look, the moment I hear that Scabath is dead, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna head over to Yon and just stir up some shit with Enderlin to make it a little bit easier. Like, I could kill the unicorn, but I'm still gonna be indentured. So like,
I hear
You
you, mate.
guys, I'd rather she die.
Yeah.
This is easier, but I'd rather Endelin die. So I'm gonna help. I just can't directly hurt them. Also, I am inherently evil. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm literally thinking about eating all of you right now. I have actively cooked and eaten children. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I have murdered babies. I do not feel remorse for that. I'm not.
Can I inquire what's happened? Was the Rakshasa presenting as pasty dwarf guy, or was pasty dwarf guy just kind of standing there?
Oh, I
twiddling his
killed
thumb?
him. Like, oh yeah. So, you know what? I'll
Hey
explain
guys,
later.
this is
but
this is time we
basically-
need to be using to move.
the hags. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. I'll explain later. You guys better get gone. I'm gonna be honest. Probably take the unicorn. I feel like napping. Being a dwarf is hard. I don't know how you do it.
Ah,
You
okay.
just
You explained.
constantly
All good.
taste like chicken,
Yep.
and so I was just
Let's go.
hungry the whole
So
time.
we're agreed. Let's
This
go.
sounds
take
like
up
something
the,
we can unpack after we free you from your contract.
You guys start walking. The Rakshasa just sort of sits down on the ground and says, Righto, I'll catch you guys in 36 hours, or never again if everything goes well. Let's hope for that one, guys.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to eat you, but seriously, I'm really hungry. Bye.
See you at Endelin.
You guys
Eating
start
owlbear or
walking.
something.
You know that Lamorna's just sort of walking behind you. You can feel this radiating presence
I
off her.
thought she was going to teleport us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
aren't we
but-
getting tell?
I
Yeah.
have to wait
But-
till I'm out of the vicinity of the lake. It's a whole thing. I can teleport
Yeah.
back to the lake at any time. We're just gonna quickly get out of the vicinity of the lake, and then I'm good. We just go off for like 5 minutes. It's fine. Whew,
Yeah.
I
Actually, I
don't
do
feel
have a
great, guys.
I have
What
a
up?
question though.
You got this.
Why wasn't he attacked by the lake? If we were to travel with him and then have fiend magic on us, and we'd be
Oh.
attacked when he came in.
He's more powerful than you guys. The lake can kill you guys. It's not gonna be able to kill him. So the lake was like, just let you guys protect me. Because look, I don't know, the lake's just smarter than me. It's got like part of Eladon in it, and Eladon's cool, and Eladon's gone, and I don't know what to do with Eladon. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I'm really freaking out here. I'm not doing great.
I just pet her.
You're
mane.
doing great.
Just pet her
I
side of
reach
her neck. She started
inside.
coming down.
We've
I'd
got
like to
you.
reach inside luggage's like bag of holding and just empty
Wait,
some
wait,
muffins
wait, wait.
out of like a paper bag and
I
hand her the
have
paper
something.
bag and
No,
you
no,
go,
no.
just breathe into this.
You're patting her.
I have a spell. Can I cast a spell, please?
Yeah, of course you can. What do you want to cast?
Can I cast Calm Emotions?
Oh,
You-
that's totally better than the paper bag.
You guys are just sort
Ooh.
of walking at this point. You're like walking through thick forest, so like you're trying to push your way through. Rennick's just sort of absent-mindedly patting her mane. You turn around, Snack, and cast Calm Emotions on her, and you see this moment of like her eyes close, and she just sort of takes a deep breath. And you're the
Great
only one who
call.
sees her form almost sort of shrink and change. And Rennick, as you're walking, at one moment you're patting her mane, and at the next your hand is just absent-mindedly your side, just holding the hand of a little elf girl, just sort of walking along
Aw.
with her.
Aw.
And while all that classy, lovely stuff's going along, I'm slapping Zenfire's hand away and telling him, "Ask and you shall receive. Get out of my bag."
Oh, God. Two spells? What are you doing?
Just trying to get a cupcake, bro.
Just got a paper bag. I'm trying to help. I don't have
You
spells.
see, Lamorna sort of like looks up at you, Rennick, and just says, "Hi, actually, yeah, this doesn't work." And you see her sort of like shift into that of maybe a early 20s female elf with like long blonde hair, like Rapunzel style hair that's been like all braided up.
I
You
was
can
gonna give her a
see she's wearing-
piggyback ride.
Do you say that to her?
Yeah, I was gonna give you a piggyback ride, but now you can walk on your own.
You,
That
the
makes my
moment
life
the words
easier.
piggyback ride come out of your mouth, you blink and it's a little girl again, and she just
All right, I kneel down.
you kneel down and pick her up. You guys walk for maybe 10 minutes before Lamorna says, "Okay, we're gonna stop here. Come on." She climbs down off your back, Rennick, and walks over to a tree. You see her place her hand on the base of this giant oak tree, and you watch as the bark in the center begins to crack and open, and you can see on the other side more fey forest. She says, "Come on, hurry up, through. Only got a few seconds. Let's go. Man, I could be leading you guys anyway.
Let's
You guys
go.
are really trusting."
Usually D&D parties are.
You're
one
not
by one, you
trustworthy. I'm just saying.
and then Lamorna after you.
To be
Okay.
fair, we did do insight checks on her, and she seemed to be legitimately helpful last week. Last session.
We did okay.
Did we?
I don't remember that.
I could be
She
remembering
did.
wrong. I thought we did.
You did.
I
She
think you might be
seemed-
right because I can't remember.
She seemed panicked, but like she wanted to help. As you enter this new clearing, I'll put the Rakshasa stat block away for now. You enter
Jesus.
this new small clearing, and you can see up ahead a small group of children frolics around a leafy oak tree. Their gleeful yelps carrying through the forest, painted swings dangle from the tree's branches. Nestled in its crown is a ramshackle treehouse. You can see this tree, this giant oak, has a face on the front. Not like that tree kind of looks like it has a face, or it's carved on there. You can see a lips and a nose and big, old, but like just this caring visage on the front of this tree that has this like warm little smile. You can see like the way that its trunk laid out, like two giant arms, sort of like helping to hold up the treehouse, while the other arms sort of like reaching down and picking kids up with vines and sort of like tossing them every now and again as they play their game. And you can see on a branch above you, a boy is looking down at you. You can see he has very simple clothes made out of large leaves and moss and just general sort of like bark and stuff like that. You can see he dark skin with a large head of brown hair, as a young boy you recognize from his wanted picture stares down at you in glee, and he sort of like slides off the tree trunk, hanging off it upside down, sort of like hands dangling, and says, "Hey guys, we got company. What are you doing here? Hello? Hey, yeah. You're not meant to be here." He sort of like slides his legs off and, "Lamorna, what are you doing?" "Hello? Oh, you brought friends. Oh, this is just great. I totally wasn't making dinner for just us, and this is a huge inconvenience. No, this is awesome. Totally happy. Totally happy. Yep. Cool. Okay, moving on. Hi,
We
how
brought
are you?"
food.
We will not
Oh, you
impose
did?
upon your
Oh, wonderful.
hospitality.
Can't wait for adventurer rations. They're always great. Hardtack and nuts. Ah,
I'm glad you enjoyed them.
you see him
Better
sort of
than
like
a
every
kick
now
in
and
the
again.
hardtack and nuts.
You can see he's
Try
wearing
to
like
have
a
sweets.
side satchel, and every now and again the satchel moves
You
by
know I'm
itself.
looking at you right now.
The satchel moves by itself, and he's sort of like, come on, what are you doing? Stop. He opens the satchel, and like the satchel just goes empty. And where did you? Okay, could you get off the metal, man? Like, did you feel something heavy on your head? You will see on the top of Luggage's head a small form about this big. You can see a black pelt with green eyes, no pupil, two large dog-like ears, but a cat-like face, 3 legs on either side for a total of 6. And as it sort of like climbs down the front of Luggage, it's sort of like latched on like over his face. You can see 2 long tentacles that and are like whipping over his body, helping it climb. This small displacer beast, this small monster kitten,
Ooh.
is sort of like wrapped around you. It eventually climbs down to your torso, and you can see it pouring at your stomach Luggage. It seems to be trying to like open your stomach.
You're better
I'm just gonna cuddle it and start patting.
You sort of like grab it. It just sort of like falls on its back and looks at you for a second, and you watch as the 2 long tentacles sort of like and latch onto your stomach and just keep trying to pry it open. And whatever it's just trying to get into your stomach.
Like a persistent kid. I'm just gonna keep patting it and pulling those off.
Okay, I need you to make me a strength check to
Oh,
not
shit.
let this thing in your stomach. It wants in.
God
In a
damn it.
playful way,
I don't
it
think I
wants
have
in.
any food stored in there though.
How do you think you keep getting cupcakes?
Strength 19.
19? Hey, look, you match the displacer beast. This thing is strong, dude. Like, every
It was a
time you
good
grab
roll.
it, you just feel like these giant tentacles wrap around your arms and like dragging you back. You can with that, I'll say it's up to you whether it wins and gets into your stomach. It doesn't seem like it's gonna hurt you. It's just like
There's a
seems
lot of
almost
stuff in
painful.
there.
I look
But
at
I remember there was a
sure, you
displacer
let this
beast
guy
that
in,
we
but you
met.
smack my hand.
Yeah, I didn't let him in. We met one of these at the carnival. I'm
Luggage,
going
do
to
you
ask.
have a point of inspiration at the
I
moment?
do.
You do. Could you please give someone, pick another player who doesn't have one, give them one.
I think who doesn't have one? I think Zenfire burnt his.
I
Did Albert,
burnt
you
mine.
burnt yours?
Yeah.
Give it to someone else.
I'll shoot it to
Give it a
Snack.
snack.
Snack, gain a point of inspiration.
Well,
You have this sudden
give it to Banhammer.
flashback
Yeah.
to Dilagra, who you met at
I
the
was about to
carnival,
flick back to my notes to find her name.
who was a female displacer beast who you remember you helped her.
hmm
She was at the Lost and Found looking after the children.
Oh,
You remember
okay.
two things about Dilagra. She lost her kitten.
hmm
And you remember the second thing is that she gave you a gift. She gave you a ball that belonged to that kitten that is currently in your stomach.
I'm gonna just gently move the tentacles aside and pop the ball out and hold it out to the kitten.
It wraps all of its paws around it, both tentacles, and just rolls away from you and just flops on the ground, just holding it and just falls asleep. Just Will you're just so heavy, and you see Will reaches down to grab her, but his hands go through her, and like two more of her appear, and just goddamn displacer beasts! What the hell are you gonna do, mate? Bloody hell!
Just gonna close up that chest cavity before Zenfire gets any ideas.
Hey,
He has very light fingers, doesn't he?
I'm just gonna gently stroke the kitten, and we've met your mother. We want to get you home.
It takes you 2 or 3 tries to find her. Like displacer beasts have this innate ability to like look like they're in they just innately project illusions of themselves. So like you're reaching out for her at multiple points until you actually find the real Star. She is fast asleep. Star is down for the count. I'll send you guys a picture of her later. She is cute as hell.
Nice.
Glum cute or really cute?
Oh, like actually, like, oh my god! Imagine a cat with like a dog ears, 6 legs, and 2 tentacles, but like they're a kitten. Oh, mwah. Love this thing.
You
Displacer
have me till you said tentacles and went, mwah.
At this point, I'd like to make introductions to our party to Will, and I'm sorry, I just save me flicking back through my notes. What was Treebeard's real name? I can't
Little
flick
Oak.
back to Little Oak. Thank you.
Little Oak? Yeah.
One by one,
Um,
the getaway gang, as you know them to be called, all line up and like in like single file come past like little kids. Like they're kids. They're maybe like 10 to 15 years old. And one by one, they all sort of like come past and like shake your hands like adults. Like they grab your hand and squeeze it just that little bit too hard, but it's a kid, so it doesn't hurt. You are introduced, of course, to Will of the Feywild as the gang's leader. You are introduced to Bobby, Bobi, who is a boisterous male dwarf, and you can see he's like growing the first little like whiskers of his beard. You are introduced to Sloane, who is a female wood elf. You see like red hair. She seems very sarcastic and cynical. And you are introduced to Zenor, a female orc who her handshake actually does hurt. Like she's like a child, but she's a half orc child, and you can tell. Yeah.
Could I get one of you with the higher charisma and ability to talk
Oh, not me.
to explain
we're
what
in a
we
hurry?
want from these people, that we're on a timer, we are trying to save Lamona's
After-
life, we've got 2 hags to kill, and we essentially need their help to
Sorry.
access Skabatha.
No. Yeah, you
Ah,
just
And
do
I
it.
hold and I pull out the poster that I took down to hand over to whoever is able to make that communication to try and get these guys on side.
I think Snack has the
Yeah.
best charisma out of all of us.
I think they like you though, Spark.
So, before introductions are even done, Lamorna has wandered over to Will and already explained what you're doing here. As
Well,
introductions finish, you sort of like turn around and start to huddle up, and Will says, "Well, rightio, guys. Sounds like we're got to get you into Loom Lurch, take the head of a hag, you know, the usual stuff. Let's head into Little Oak. We'll start heading there right now, and
Is that-
let's go get rid of her. We've already got a plan and everything made. If you want to come along, we're actually
Yeah.
heading out in a couple of days, but I guess we can expedite things if we need to. Let's
nice.
kill some hags. Oh yeah,
Can you-
watch
Alright,
out.
team,
Yeah.
break.
Hagageddon.
Watch out for
Oh, the dragon. I saw him earlier. He was flying over. Anyway, he's not really a dragon. He's like this weird snake dragon thing. Trust me.
Is that the photo that
look
goes
out
on
on them.
Spar's stream? That weird looking dragon.
It's
dragon.
the thing that took the owl bear's
Yeah.
chariot rider. thing.
So
Shadow
what is that thing called? What is it actually?
I think the common term for it is a Jabberwock from memory.
Yes.
But I never liked that, so I just called him Dragon. Dragon Man.
Thank you.
Or Sag
Otherwise
Clown.
known as
either
Fair
one.
Can you please fill us in on your
Dragons are
plan
cool.
as we head towards Scabatha? The clock is
As
ticking.
you head into Little Oak, the floor of the treehouse is covered with blankets, cushions, and piles of straw. Hanging from the 6-foot-high ceiling by a rope is a basket that holds apples, berries, sugarcane, and a few crumpled up sheets of parchment. In one corner, lying on a cushion, is a rusty oil can that looks slightly out of place.
Wait,
In another corner is a crude unicorn costume made of polka dot quilts and a wooden horse's head that has a wooden horn attached to it. As you enter, you hear, coming from the direction of the oil can, "Oh, hello! Who the fuck's this? We in guest home now, are we? Oh, I can't wait. Fucking kids. Jesus Christ. I don't give half a crap how old you actually are. Oh no, we lost Egg. Oh, he's back. Never mind. Who am I talking about? No one.
Man, Squirt's perception is fucking off the chain.
That paladin just magically disappeared, then reappeared. That was a bit fucking weird, wasn't it? Oh man. So,
Just got divine oil canned.
on the door, Will clears out straw. Will clears out straw and blankets to reveal a dirt floor in Little Oak, and with a stick begins marking out his plan. His plan,
Sorry,
he
can I
says,
just say,
has...
Will, before you begin, please just promise us there is no tripping and stabbing, because I am getting some serious flashbacks.
Not specifically.
Okay, thank you.
You see him sort of
I'll
like
explain
look at the
later.
others. You see him like look at Bobby, Sloan, and Xenor, and he's like, "What the fuck are they doing?" And the other three of them just shrug and shake their heads. So he says,
We've seen a lot, kids.
so you see him write down three things. He
Mhm.
says, plan's got 3 steps. First, we have the approach. Bobby, Sloan, Xenor, and Star, they're going to creep through the woods to the west of the tree, right? And hide just out of sight of the screaming scarecrows. There are screaming scarecrows. Watch out for those. Meanwhile, I'm going to sneak around to the entrance of the kitchen on the east side of the tree. Loom Lurch is a big tree. Keep up. Secondly, the distraction, right? The characters, you guys, right? Because you're a bunch of characters, because you're all fucking weirdos that come from like some sort of game.
Nice one, nice
or
cover. Yep.
movie.
Nice cover, bro. Nice cover.
Yep.
You guys are going to enter the goblin market. There's a goblin market. Watch out for them. They're goblins and they have a market, right? You're going to pose as travelers. You're going to purchase some sweets, and you're going to arrange for a meeting with the hag. Righto? Got it?
What kind of
Good.
sweets?
During the meeting, we're going to alert the screaming scarecrows. Righto? Bobby, Sloan, Xenor, and Star, they're going to be like, "Oi, screaming scarecrows, we're fucking over you, mate." And screaming scarecrows are going to be like, "Oh no, they're over there." That's how it's going to go down. Just like that. Right? And thereby, it'll lure all the tin soldiers, watch out for the tin soldiers, out of the garden area, right? There's a garden area. Tin soldiers are there, watch out for them. While everyone's distracted, you guys are going to free the captives from the workshop, get into the workshop, free the captives, you'll figure it out where it is, trust me, can't miss it. While I climb into the textile mill near the workshop, but not quite, not close enough, you guys can do it, but still kind of close, and I'll free the captives there. Once you're set free, everyone run back to Little Oak and we make our escape. What's our escape? We just get the fuck out of here. Sound good? Sounds good. Break, team. Let's go.
Well, no,
Where
we
do
have
we
to
kill
we
Scabatha?
have to kill,
Whoa,
we have to
whoa.
kill Scabatha.
What kind of
We
sweets?
have to kill Scabatha and we have to recover the alicorn we believe she has buried.
That's a you guys problem.
Okay.
We're happy to
Roger.
include you in on our plan, but you can add your own steps to that. This is our plan. You can add a 4th auxiliary step to your plan that involves murdering Scabatha, but she's kind of keeping child prisoners, so that's kind of my priority.
Oh no,
Then
I
can
get it.
you can
I'm
you hold off?
182 years old and stuck in an 8-year-old's body. Okay, I don't have time to fuck around here.
Can you please hold off the distraction until we are meeting with Scabatha?
Obviously, we've got to wait till the
Okay.
tin soldiers leave, and we need Scabatha distracted. That's where you guys come in. Distracted and dead can be the same thing.
And
I'm on
how?
board.
What would we have that would make Scabatha want to meet with us?
The lollies we buy from the market.
Buy lollies, yeah, that'll get her attention. She has a sweet tooth. Or just ask nicely and say you're a bunch of weirdos. She likes that. Heard she hired a Rakshasa. Well, Endelin hired a Rakshasa. It's a whole thing.
We
I'm
are
very
What do we
familiar
aware.
know?
with Rakshasa. I know him on a personal.
Do you happen to
basis.
know the Rakshasa's name?
I don't. Why would I know his name?
Because you're 108 years old and seem very knowledgeable.
Yeah, I don't think you understand the arrangement. I've never met the Rakshasa. I just know there's a. He looks back at Bobby Sloan and do we need them? Oh, we fucking.
You seem like a young man who knows things. I was seeking to learn from you. No offense was intended.
Make me an insight check.
We always end up
God,
in these
I
situations.
hope this is a plus something. Insight. No, it's not saving throw, is it? Oh, +6. That's nice. 21.
It's imperceptible to everyone else, but you notice when you ask what the Rakshasa's name is, his eyebrow twitches just a little bit. You didn't even think he notices it, but it does. Hey, Egg,
Eyebrow twitches. Yes.
how you doing, Egg? Are you having a good time, my dude? Having a
Yeah.
good night? Yeah, cool. That's fine.
What's up?
Do you want to keep having a good night, or is it cool if I just ruin that?
Did they just become the new Reddick?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's up to you, man. Like, you can say no. I don't mind. I'll
Hey,
give you the
I'm
option.
enjoying it not
I'm
being
not
on
talking
the
to you.
Do it. Do
Reddick.
it.
This is his moment. Jesus,
I'm
need
gonna
all
go-
the
I think
attention.
there's a knock at my door.
I'm sorry, Titus, to come back. I love you. You're amazing. You're a great role player. And you put up
Oh,
with
no,
too much
I'm
of
going
my
to
shit.
quickly go grab a drink.
My feelings are hurt.
He just said
Just
nice
hope I don't
things.
disconnect again.
Egg, for a brief moment, Albert, you're just standing there. You're a paladin, so obviously you have your divine sense, but you also have like this just. Sometimes when things are powerful enough, you can just sense them. You don't need your divine sense. You're a holy man. You can just sense these things. You sense something just pure evil, just for a split second. For the split second that his eyebrow twitches, you sense this aura coming off Will of pure malice and hatred and evil. You would just describe it as a feeling of the essence of pure evil for a brief second, just washes over you. Like, you for a second just feel dizzy being in his presence. And then it goes away. Anyway, so we're going to get on with this.
I'm
You
sure
guys
nothing
kill
will
the hag.
come of
We
that.
get the kids out.
Yeah, do you need help getting the kids out?
No, I'll be right. I just got to open
you
a window
sure?
and then we'll
Where's
climb down and be like, come on, kids, let's go. And then I'm a kid too, so they'll just come.
What's your plan after that?
Run back to the tree and then we get out. Were you not paying attention?
Get out where though? Like
We get to the tree and then we just get out of here.
get
Go
to
elsewhere.
like how do you leave thither? Like
I never said we are going to leave thither. I just said we're going to get away from Loom Lurch.
when
Said
won't
we
you
had 2
find
hags
you again
become-
though?
Sorry.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Jeez, who have you brought me? You fucking... Oh, my God. Okay. He scratches out the dirt. Step 1. Bobby, Sloan, Xena, and Star creep through the woods to the west of the tree. He just goes over it all again, exactly the same way he did before.
What do you plan to do with the kids? I think that's what Albert is asking you.
Oh, okay, righto. Just get into safety. She's using them as like child labor and treating them poorly. We just want to get them out of there. It's better than
Is
me.
that good
Look,
enough for you, Egg?
look, our options are
Albert?
either they get treated like child slaves, we get them out of there, or they spend the next however knows how many 100 years in the nowhere. And we don't want them in the nowhere, so we're going to get them out of here. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Jesus. Some people. Not the brightest tool, like, bulb in the shed, is he? He's not. Well, that
That's
holy
all
energy
Albert.
coming off him couldn't fucking light a candle. Anyway.
Damn.
What?
I'm 108 years old. Give me a break. I'm grumpy and old and done with this shit.
What are you if you're
DM,
108?
could I make a perception check to see if I can notice anything untoward about Will, like we saw with the dwarf and the Rakshasa back at the lake after
Uh,
seeing that eyebrow twitch?
I'll say with just your passive, you can see that he doesn't appear to be. Everything lines up. Unlike with the Rakshasa, everything lines up to where it should be. He probably bumps into you every now and again. He's a kid. He just messes around with the others. If you chat to the kids, which you probably would at Parsadale, you know that all of them are slightly older than they claim to be. Will would just explain to you that children don't age here. So the other kids, Bobby, Sloane, and Zenor, are all actually about 17 years old, but they appear 8 years old. And yeah, he tells you that he is 108 by his best count.
This is giving me
108.
the grim version of Peter Pan vibes.
He would also tell you that unlike the other children, he doesn't remember how he got here. He just woke up one day in Thither 108 years ago and was just here. And that's all the information he has. Unlike the other kids who, if you ask them, they remember their lives in the material plane, and then they remember walking into the, that if you ask Bobby, accidentally went swimming in a small lake near the village where he lives, which was actually a Fey crossing and ended up in Thither. Sloane was wandering through the woods when another child asked if they could play, and they were like playing a game of tag, and the other child led them through a Fey portal. The other child was a fairy who was just wanted to play games with them and led them through, and now Sloane is stuck here. And Zenor made a deal. Her brother was sick, and she promised that she would go entertain some other kids. She would go spend all of her time with other children if her brother could get better. And she was teleported here to the Feywild in exchange for her brother's health. And she does not know if her brother ended up being okay or not. She just knows that she is here and has been for a while. They managed to figure out they have all been here for exactly the same amount of time. Bobby, Sloane, and Zenor all appeared in the Feywild, as best they could tell, when they were 8, and have all been here for the exact same amount of time, despite the fact that they all live in different periods of time. Bobby and Sloane specifically do not know what the spell plague is, which is something very important to the history of the world you come from, where magic just sort of went crazy after a god was killed. They don't remember that. It's a big moment. Like everyone, like they know about like flying cities in the sky and stuff that existed before the spell plague. So these children all appear to come from different periods in time, yet all exist here in the same one. So, but yeah, the spell plague's a whole thing. Basically,
I'm gonna want to pick your brain about that because that sounds sick as hell, and we have not visited it, and I want to know more about it.
evil god killed the god of magic, and with no god of magic to like keep things chill, magic just went cooked for a bit. And then there was a new god of magic made. But basically, yeah, the spell plague happened, I think, roughly 140 years before the start of our adventure. So some of your characters, if you're older than 140, dwarves and elves, probably remember it. Fun fact, the Feywild was not really reachable before the spell plague. The spell plague pulled the Feywild closer to the material plane. Same as the Shadowfell. You couldn't actually reach them. Hence why the Feywild is such a mysterious and strange place that you don't know much about.
So I'm 162, so I know all about that.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm only 90.
You would have been alive when the Feywild collided with the material plane briefly, which left weird portals and pockets to travel between them. So yeah.
Oh, lovely.
But yeah, you would all know as adventurers a little bit about the spell plague. It's just part of your history. It's like learning about World War I and II for us. It's just, oh yeah, the spell plague. It happened a while ago. It's just one of those things in the past that happened, and you all know. At the very least, you just know that a spell plague happened if you don't know the details. But moving on. So, what do you all want to do?
Okay, sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Sounds like a shit plan, but okay.
What could go wrong? Wait, you didn't answer my question though. What kind of lollies are we supposed to get from the
Oh.
goblin market?
Good.
Because it's very important.
Will just sort of stares and says, just any of them really. Just doesn't really matter much. Just any of them. Doesn't bother me
Any
much.
of them. Oh. What's your
Have we
favorite?
been moving towards the
Please don't
destination
look at me
while it's
walking
been
while we're
happening?
talking.
This
Oh,
whole
thank
thing's
God.
been happening.
The
He says
tree's
that
been moving.
it'll only be about an hour or so from the time when you get there to the time when you're close enough to Loom Lurch to head in, basically. So, as the moment that you approach Loom Lurch, you can spot it. Like Loom Lurch is massive. You can see that Loom Lurch, when pointed out to you, can see is a workshop. It is explained to you that you can now see has been carved out of the interior of a giant oak tree. Like this oak tree would have been the equivalent of a skyscraper in size, and it has fallen over, and Loom Lurch has been carved in the inside of this. They explain to you basically that what they're trying to do, in simple terms after the plan, is that the workshop is operated by a bunch of kidnapped children. And they want to free them. That's what they do. They free them. Will freed these 3, and he has freed others. But as he tells you, he does tell you in a rather somber tone that, oh yeah, the Jabberwock kind of attacked a few months ago, and a bunch of kids were sent to the nowhere. And I'm just trying to avoid that happening again. Little Oak does what he can, but the Jabberwock's kind of scary. So I figure if we just get all the kids in one place, we can find somewhere safe, probably head over to Nibs or even over to the lake with the unicorns, and they might be able to help us. But yeah, we're just trying to avoid the nowhere as best we can, as you do.
We have time to inquire more about what the nowhere is.
You would, if you ask. Basically, I will explain it, not will, because I would explain it in D&D terms. Basically, anytime a child would take damage enough to kill them, they can get hurt, they can break bones, but anytime a child would be killed, for whatever reason, they vanish. Will doesn't know why, but only children. It doesn't matter how long they've been here. It doesn't matter if a child is 13 years old but has been here for 200 years. If they are in a child's body, there is an explosion of like confetti-like stuff, and they disappear. He says he knows that things can die here, but children can't. He said it happens in hither, it happens in thither, and it happens in yon. And they don't know what it is or where they go. They just go nowhere.
No, can you show us?
Will just raised his hands like, no, I'm not gonna.
That's fair.
We don't know where the nowhere is, so we don't know that it's safe. That's the thing. It could just be teleporting them back to the hags for all we know. We don't think that's it, but it's just, better the devil you know, which is here with the Jabberwock and the hags, and the unicorns are cool. Little Oak's pretty chill. Yeah, I am pretty chill. Little Oak sort of like leans in and says, "Hey, you, come here," and sort of like just motions a finger towards your group.
Yeah.
Albert, do you go over to him?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
1,000 times yes.
Albert, you sort of like walk over. You've stopped at this point. You walk over to the face, and the face just, all these kids around. I kind of can't talk about. Hey, you want to buy some weed?
Oh, Albert, ask him if he's got any gummy bear weed for the witch.
Yeah, do you have any edibles?
Slip them in. We can slip them in what we buy the candies. Come on, this is a solid addition to the plan.
I was like, I know
Stone
Twitch's
Scabatha.
TOS. I was like, I know Twitch's TOS. How long can I push the stoned tree joke? I didn't expect you guys to do this.
We're in. We're in. We're all in.
Wait, didn't like our first episode, me and Dynasty ended up in a rave?
Yeah, pretty much.
There's a lot of things I did in the
So,
first episode.
Then you had the psychedelic mushroom trip
So,
down.
I didn't. I
Alice
fought a
in
goblin
Wonderland.
like in my drawers too.
Yeah,
there's
oiled
three
up,
oiled
oiled
up
up.
goblins. Yes.
Oiled up goblins.
Yeah.
I
Give
could
you
make some. I could
water.
make some brownies. Like I've done it before. I'm a tree, so I don't like fire. But I could, if you give me like 45 minutes, I could just quickly whip up a batch. I guess.
Ask him if he's got any old Toby.
Brownies,
Do
How
we
many?
have
How many?
45
How many are you
minutes?
after? Are you after a set of 10?
I think I
15,
chose the
30?
worst time to mentally check out this D&D conversation because it was things fucking around with my OBS, and I had to
Yeah.
fucking turn off my camera, fix some things.
10
You're
cents.
going to enjoy the
And
shit
now
out
I
of
am
this little
completely
fight
lost.
period.
That'll
The
be
last
15
thing I remember,
gold
we were
or
checking
an
out
item of
the
equivalent
kid.
value.
Little
That'll
Oak's a dealer, basically.
be 15 gold pieces or an item of equivalent value or greater. I'm not bothered.
I can
Do
give
I
you a
have
luggage.
15 gold pieces?
How much? How
We
many
have
now-
rounds?
any
do you
gold
have?
pieces?
I have
party-
my old shield.
You know what? Never mind. Don't want gold. Just give me something that's worth the. He seemed like looking at conspirator, worth the the goods.
Oh,
Go
what
on.
about the wand of smiles? You look like someone who would enjoy a wand of smiles, like
Yeah, I do, don't I? Yeah. It's okay. I got all my smiles there. I just. I don't need one. It's fine. It's
damn it, I
fine.
thought I was on to a winner with that one.
I want that.
How about
What's he pointing at?
You see him reach over, and he points to Rennick's backpack. Rennick, you can see that your backpack is open slightly, and there's something sticking out of it.
I'm gonna do, instead of taking the backpack off the look, I'm gonna kind of like keep twisting, see if I can get a better view while turning my head.
Rennick,
At one of these points, it might work.
Rennick gets lost on the way to his backpack, guys.
I told-
Just like a dog chasing his tail, just keeps spinning around, trying to look at his backpack.
Man, having that sense of direction
give up.
really fucked this guy.
I'm gonna I'm gonna take off one strap and bring it in front of me.
You reach in and you find the dagger that was strapped to the hip of the Rakshasa. It's very well crafted. You can see it has like a very nice golden handle with like green gems inlaid in it that like extends to the head of a snake, and like a long like curving blade sort of thing, and like this beautiful silver like scale looking like sheath. It looks like he slipped it into your backpack at some point.
Is it so? It's in sheath right now, or is it open, or is it drawn?
It's in its sheath. You can draw it if you want.
I'm gonna try like face away from people because I don't know
When
what
you
it's
did
gonna
that-
do. So I'm gonna kind of like face away and try to draw it like very slowly, so nothing
Turn around.
happens.
As you're drawing it, you watch as a slick of like green liquid, like as you're drawing it, you draw it like 2 centimeters, and the first centimeter of the blade, you watch as just like seeming like appearing out of the blade itself, this like slick of like green viscous liquid appears, and like you draw it another centimeter, and like that appears for another centimeter. Like as you draw it, this like viscous, like weird greeny black liquid is just coating the blade.
What do I need to roll to figure out what's going on with that?
An Arcana check.
Arcana. I ain't that smart than that.
Or you can go ahead and roll me an intelligence check to see if you can recognize the liquid.
Either way, it's still been a +1 the same. I got a 12 total.
You know that this blade is magical. I won't hide that, very obviously. You don't know the exact enchantment, but whatever this liquid is, you would assume you're a killer and you're good at what you do. You're a good person, but you're good at killing. You would recognize poison. You don't know exactly what kind of poison, but you would recognize a dagger that has poison coated on it. You don't know where the poison's coming from, or the exact magical enchantment, or the kind of poison, but it appears that there is poison on this dagger now.
Yay! Does this poison seem strong?
You just naturally begin sheathing the dagger, and as you do, the poison begins to just vanish off it. You would not know without testing. Would you like to test it on yourself?
I'm usually pretty okay with testing some things on myself. Is there like any like, I don't know, poison? This poison, I'm not sure if this poison would hurt any like fauna or stuff like that. And I don't really want to hurt an innocent creature. So I guess I'll wait till I get into a skerfuffle and I'll try it then.
Sure.
Do I need to add? Is this just like a normal dagger
For now.
for now? Okay. Then I won't worry
But
about adding
Paul's not
something
with
to
you
my.
to identify it, so unless you ask
Yeah.
someone else if they can do it for you.
I'll turn back around. Can
You
anyone
can give it
identify
to
what
the
this
tree.
is?
The little girl raises her hand, like the unicorn, Lamorna.
Our new clapperclaw.
You Clapperclaw.
She
Where
just
is
puts her
Clapperclaw,
hand
by
out.
the way?
She just puts her hand out for the dagger.
I
Get an
put it in her
EPA
hand
and
gently
Clapperclaw and
because I
AJ's
don't like
rival?
daggers being near her.
She takes it, and you see her like quickly just like half unsheath it. Looks like he says, "You got this from the Rakshasa?
Yes.
Okay, yeet!" And just over her shoulder into the forest.
I'm gonna run after it.
It doesn't go far. It goes like 10 feet at most. She's a little girl.
Okay.
Run over and just pick it up, just like in a bush. She just, yeah, I should have seen that coming. It's just a dagger of venom. It's nothing special.
Is it
So
strong venom?
you gain a +1 to attack and damage rolls made with this magical weapon. So it's a dagger. You can use an action to cause a thick black poison to coat the blade. The poison remains for 1 minute or until an attack using this weapon hits a creature. That creature must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or they will take 2d10 poison damage and become poisoned for the next minute. The dagger can't be used in this way again until the next dawn.
That's actually a pretty sick dagger.
Do any of the rest of us are being made aware of this because the tree weed dealer was trying to trade, or is this just Rennick at the moment?
She would. The little unicorn girl would explain it to you, so it wouldn't.
Is there a certain
Rennick.
name for this so I can add it to my inventory?
Dagger of Venom. Yeah, it's
It sounds like you've made your decision anyway, but it sounds like it's worth far more than some tree weed.
Trade.
Dagger of Venom, you said?
Yep.
I was
just
looking forward to
clarify,
try and get
like-
Scabatha Stone, though. That would have been a funny way to see what they gave her
Do you
as
like?
the disadvantages for that fight.
Do you like?
Can we
strap-
please try and spend the gold to buy it?
Do you strap the dagger to your hip?
I'm a little worried about it. Is there? Can I sense if there's like any spells attached to it, knowing the
Just the-
Rastaska?
Nope.
Nope.
Just the way you
I don't like
asked
your
that
smile.
question.
Did you just not that kind of character? That's just not in your skill
I
set.
know.
And
I know.
the Lamorna doesn't say anything, and you assume that she would. She seems to like you guys, so
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna make that the dagger I keep in my boot.
okay. You pop it into your boot, and as
Boot
you clip it
dagger.
on, two things happen. First off, you feel this strong sense of like this dagger's yours now. You don't want anyone else to take this dagger. It's your dagger.
Oh, it's his precious. God
this
damn it.
No.
You're not obsessed with it, but it's yours. And the second thing is, you just hear this little voice in your head that just says, "There you go."
Oh, shit.
So,
I
Feel
should have
free
just
to
let her throw it. I
Uh,
should have just let her throw it. It said what to me again?
there you go.
Was that in the Rakshasa's voice?
No,
Or was that a different voice?
a different voice.
I have so many voices.
Sorry, I
talking
shouldn't have
at
asked that.
Gloam.
That's really running.
I
I,
have
I,
a nightmare
I
now.
only have like 3 or 4 voices I can confidently do on command, and 3 of them are Australian. So, what are you gonna do?
AJ's. We all love AJ's.
Oh yes, I really need to hear AJ's speech.
Yeah, can we get
but
an ETA on?
I
Can we
hear
get an
people for
ETA?
AJ's voice because you guys just think that they're all AJ's, that they're all fine, but they're not, because that dagger's gonna fuck him up.
Dude, that just makes me so happy. Hearing his voice just makes me so happy.
I miss
Also, I'm
AJ.
kind of scared now that I put.
What's
this
even funnier is that the 2 chances, like the little girl tried to throw it away, the tree weed dealer tried to buy it. I was like, nah.
So here's another question about
I
the
knew
dagger.
Reddick's
Then I'll stop
decision.
at, I'm ready to move on. Am I able to take it off?
Yeah, it's your dagger.
So no.
You can take it
Oh
off.
my
You'd reach out and unstrap it from your boot, and you just slide it onto your belt. You can put it into your belt. It belongs to you. It's one of your possessions. It's one of your possessions, not theirs.
Okay, so I feel very strongly.
Take it. It's yours.
I'm gonna as I'm putting it back in my boot, I'm gonna be staring people down, making sure no one's trying to act sus.
You look at them, you're like, nah, you're pretty confident this is yours. You got this locked down. You think you could take it.
I am pretty good at my job. I just have to worry about Dante's 20s.
Mate, I don't like daggers. I like axes. You're all good.
So,
All right, I'm good with that.
Okay.
what are we doing now?
Are we
I
we
think
still
we start
moving towards
going to
Bloomledge?
Yeah.
And our plan is
Jay-
no longer to try and get Scabatha whacked.
None of the rest of us are aware of this, like that voice in the head, and the rest of it, are we?
No.
Okay.
That's just for Dante to have fun with.
Yeah, well, I'm
Rennick,
snacking in the
yep.
corner while you guys are sorting out what's going on.
No wonder the
I'm
tree
trying
tried
to
to
figure
sell
out
us
if I'm gonna
weed. You
dodge
pretty much
this
thought you were low key wasted anyway.
Well, shit. You are true to form, Rennick. So Dynasty above the table, absolutely true to form for the character. That was perfect.
Yeah, I am trying to play the character right, but I was like, I really wanted to figure out if there's something on the spell. But Jay had to correct me, going, "Your character wouldn't think of that." I was like, I know, but I want to know because my character likes to get into
Yeah.
stupid situations.
So,
AKA, I like to get into stupid situations.
as you all, you
Gloam?
Oh,
So-
Gloom's back.
Gloam,
Hey, Gloam.
your how would I describe it? Your new dealer, we'll put it like that.
Yeah, nice.
Your new dealer basically gives you the brownies and is like, you know what, you come back and you give me
Tick, bro. Nice.
as a butterfly. You should make me payment for those whenever you're ready. Rule of reciprocity and all that. Yeah.
Oh wait,
Would
I give him a sip of coffee.
the flask? Just don't give him the whole thing.
Yeah, I
Do
don't
you-
want because I can't.
you-
pour
I'm
it
gonna
out.
take the brownies and I'm gonna put them straight away safely back into the chest cavity, pushing on the symbol, open it up, in a way, brownies are gone.
Yep, easy as that. He takes some coffee, like, that tastes like shit. I need more sugar. That's not good. Sugar.
I'll just
Jay,
go fuck myself then.
so I can accurately add this to the inventory. How many pot brownies did we just get
He
from the
gives you-
weed tree dealer?
He gives you 10. He made you 10, remember?
I
No
kind
one
of
gets the
want to
number.
take one. Not gonna lie.
As you head down the trail, the forest is at
Oh,
its
I've already
darkest.
swiped one. You guys don't
You want to
realise
make
I'm
a roll on that because I
kleptomaniac.
took that shit straight
No,
away because I
If
know
you
what you
look at
fucking
my
like.
description, I'm a kleptomaniac. for
Snack.
snacks.
Do you eat that immediately? I really
Yes.
need. Well, okay then.
Awesome. This is
Well,
What are you guys
Sideways.
doing? Again, true to
better her
character.
than me.
Oh, there's a
I told you I
mushroom.
was in the
There's a
corner
top hat.
eating snacks. Well, how do you
Snack.
think
This
I'm
is
over
true.
there?
This is fair.
Does anyone else eat one? I need
Oh,
to
hell
know.
no.
I took the whole tray
I
and
feel like
shoved it in
Jay's
my
just
chest.
staring
She's
me
just gone.
at me in my soul.
I don't eat one.
This is probably my fault
Actually,
because
you
true to
know
form,
what?
I would have been trying to like
Brandon
go
doesn't
towards the
realise,
brownies
but I
and
snuck some in his mouth while he was staring off into space.
To be honest, I don't
That's a
think Rannick
bit
would have
far.
tried to
I'll
get
say
one. I think
that's
I'm
a bit
distracted
far.
by the dagger.
Jesus
You're
Christ.
small.
Yeah, he
You're
was
quick.
distracted.
You're a fairy. I could say as like the slow tree is pulling them out, you could have zipped past and grabbed one before luggage got his hands on them. But getting one in his mouth, that's especially with him like getting in his mouth and then him being like, "Oh, I'm just gonna swallow this thing that was shoved into my mouth." Yeah,
No, it's
That's a
only a little
saint.
bit.
the
in
crumb.
that case, it wouldn't have any effect.
Oh.
Yeah,
Um,
nah.
But hang on,
I
if it's
ate
a
it all by
fairy
myself
crumb, wouldn't
then.
it grow back to large size when it went in his mouth or stomach?
No, the cookie doesn't
Oh.
shrink.
It wasn't
Snack.
a fairy.
You
Oh my
eat this
God.
brownie and you just feel good.
We can just put her in luggage's stomach.
Please
if
tell
we
me she
have
doesn't
to.
get any. No, the rest of the brownies are in my stomach. She's not going in there.
Snack. On D&D Beyond, you have a section called Conditions. Yes?
No.
It'll be
What
up
is
sort of
that?
like up sort of like near your health and that. There'll be nothing in it. It'll just say conditions.
Oh,
can click on it and
Add
add
active
new things.
conditions.
Oh yeah.
Could you please give yourself one level of exhaustion? You're not actually exhausted. It's just that this has the same effects as being exhausted,
We got
Uh,
a stone pixie.
which at the moment is disadvantage on any ability check you make.
Oh, fuck. Hope it wears. How long
Um,
does that last for? How long does
she
the
doesn't
pot brownie
know.
last for?
I don't know.
It's an edible, bro. We
have you-
won't know until it wears off.
Like, have you ever eaten? Has your
No
character
worries.
ever eaten edibles before? Knowing that she eats everything she sees that can go in her
Well,
mouth.
yeah.
Oh, okay. You know, like you eat this and you're like, it's not the best you've had. Definitely not the worst. It's very good, but you're like, you've got a good 6 or 7 hours.
Oh,
And
fuck. So she's going to be stoned through the
Awesome.
fight.
you also know
Possibly.
it's only gonna go downhill from here. Like, you know, it's gonna get a lot worse before
Oh,
it gets better.
no.
Like, you know,
At least,
Excellent.
at least you didn't do the edible mistake of the first edible mistake that most people do is you take one, doesn't hit you yet, then you take another
and
one.
then yeah.
One for two. So
Yeah.
glad we gave you one brownie and not two.
You know, you eat it. There's a brief break, and then it hits you, and you're like, okay, you know it's gonna get worse. It's not gonna get bad. Like you're not gonna be like, it's a brownie. Like you're not gonna die, but like, whew, you're in for a time over the next 6
All right, while
Anyone
she's
want to like
stoned,
shove me in their backpack?
no,
You
while
got-
she's
you-
stoned, zipping around, I'm gonna pull the rest of the group aside and go, "It's okay if that's still happening when we fight. I can fix it."
No, you can't.
No,
Do you?
Lesser restoration doesn't remove the condition.
Dude, you're the
Yeah.
only one here to get hurt by custard damage. Okay.
Okay, so normally, yes, okay, so I've had this conversation with someone before about lesser restoration stopping the effects of certain narcotics. No, it wouldn't, because clerics see the best in people, and so when they designed that spell, they didn't plan for them doing drugs because they wouldn't think of it because they're fucking clerics. So no, lesser
guess that's
restoration does not work
Two
on
spells
narcotics.
foiled again.
You're God. You get to make the final call. It was a genuine question. I accept the response.
Also, because this is way funnier.
I'll
Not
agree
gonna
with
lie,
that.
for comedic effect,
I'm
this
just
is gonna
glad-
be good.
I'm
So
just glad I
luggage
wasn't
just
the one to
shuts
do
up
it.
and that conversation doesn't happen because
So,
God
the
has just gone.
forest- The forest is at its darkest point right here. Up ahead, a colossal dead oak lies on its side. 3 living trees grow naturally out of its fallen remains, their shapes resembling towers with candlelit windows twinkling in the gloom, and wooden balconies encircling the gnarled branches. On one side of the fallen tree, firelight spills from a pair of quaint storefront windows, illuminating a clearing full of merchant stalls. Will and the children break off in one direction. Will of the Feywild breaks off in another. As Will breaks off, luggage.
Hmm.
Will looks back at you all and says, "Stay out of trouble, would you?" And gives you all a wink. But same as before, same as what Albert felt. You just get this sense of, just for a brief second, just this wave of malice. It's almost like when you're a cleric, Albert's a paladin. When there's something evil standing in front of you, like a demon or a devil, like they're Rakshasa, like when they're in their real form and they're at their power, you can just feel like this presence of evil and hatred radiating off them and like almost trying to like force its way into yourself. For a brief second, that comes off Will. It's just as he winks at you, there's just this sense of hatred and evil and anger. And at the same time, both of you get this sense of this it's hard to describe. This hint of magic off him. Not Feywild magic, not evil magic. It's hard to describe. Like there's something bound to him. Like there's something not necessarily evil, not necessarily good, just like a spell has been cast on him and it's just there. Like there's just something else with him as part of this wave. It's unrelated to the wave, yet is somehow part of it. If that
And
makes sense.
DM, there was nothing on that in
I'm
Bad
sure it's
Warner's
fine.
big bitchy bad book, was there?
No.
Because he was just mischievous. Yep.
No, it's just the posters.
So Will of the Feywild wanders off to do his thing.
So only 2 people know about
So,
that.
but at the moment, Jay, with everyone split, the plan is that we're heading to the market. That's our job. That's where we're going, right? We don't
It's
have any
got a
other
distraction,
any
remember?
others.
Yep. So
Yep,
you've got to
so-
head to the market, get snacks, and somehow arrange a meeting with.
If snack is
Yep,
high, she
hang
can't
on.
have the snacks.
Hang on. So as we are now on our own and we have no one else around, I'm going to share what I saw and what I experienced from Will, and just put everyone on alert that something is off. I don't know what it is. Something is off, and we need to be on our toes for when this goes sideways.
I felt it too. I'm sure it's fine.
Lemorna
Okay.
speaks up now as you say that and says, I didn't sense anything evil off him. I really do. My sense of evil's kind of been off since well, the whole thing with him happened. But I could sense some magic. It was almost like a curse or like some binding magic. It's like someone cursed him. I don't know what it was, but it was there. I
He's
didn't.
cursed to be a child or something.
Well, I
Yeah.
thought that's what it was. I thought it was a Feywild one, but I spent time sort of like I know it sounds rude, but looking into the magic of the children, and it's different to theirs. Their constant not aging is it's just an effect of the Feywild. It's not a curse. Will's being cursed with something. I don't know what, but there's an actual curse upon him. I don't know who cast it or what it is, but it wasn't whatever it was. It didn't feel good.
He's like Captain Hook gonna come and get him or something.
I don't know who that
The
is,
alligator, isn't it?
but I can help. If we get the chance, I can help Will with. I can maybe help Will with his curse. Do you
Maybe we
believe him to be a good person?
I checked. I can sense people's sort of sounds derivative, but I guess like moral area basically. I can sense what kind of people all of you are just naturally, and Will
Please
is
don't censor Rennick.
as good as any of you, better even. I'm going to be
Huh?
honest. Rennick's probably the most likable person here based off that alone.
What?
He was
Wait,
the one I
what?
trusted immediately. You're neutral
Mhm.
good, Rennick.
I like you
Oh
too,
yeah,
Rennick.
I am neutral good.
Uh,
Also, I almost gave up my life for her.
You did.
You are actually the same alignment as this unicorn.
Oh,
Ah, there we go.
She is neutral good. Her mate
We're
was
on the same vibe.
So she, yeah. Any of you who are neutral good, she just innately was like, "Oh yeah, you're people I trust. I like you." But yeah, Will, he's good. He's as good as any of you. He's good as the best of you. Better even. He seems to be here to help these children, but there's just something else about him. There's like someone did something bad to him, and if we can fix it, I think.
Maybe we could ask Scabatha or whoever.
Yes, and if we get the chance, I can try and remove that curse.
I might be able to help you with that. Anyway, oh yeah, I can sense Eidolon's horn down here, his alicorn. When I get too close to that, I'm gonna lose all my magic and basically just be a normal little girl. Please don't let me get stabbed in the face.
I did it before. I'll do it
Okay.
again.
Yeah, but last time
When
my centaur died, and I'm like I'm a full horse, so like it got kind of technically he got half the way. He killed half a horse, so I'd rather him not kill a full one.
when you are that close, can you tell us where it is, or will we need to locate the object?
No, I could tell within a few 100 feet. Once we get into Loom Lurch, the markets I'll be fine, but once we're in, most of my magic will go, especially that one. I won't know exactly where until I
Well,
see it.
just
When that
stay with me
happens,
and
when that happens, I may be able to locate the horn.
Okay. Okay, yeah, let's do this. You
Mission
guys, I
number
will assume,
1.
have already been walking down.
Hmm. Yeah, this is a conversation when we head to the market, from at least my point of view, with the stone pixie, just making sure, keeping an eye on Snack as she lazily buzzes around in a stone circuit, making sure she's still with us.
As you wander down, you all feel confident in your new allies and in yourselves, weirdly enough. Despite the fact that you've pretty much messed up at every possible turn, somehow everything's working out. Genuinely. You've only lost one person who wasn't a bad guy. That being said, do we count the king? No, we don't count the king. He was an ass. Morgott did kill just a lot of innocent people, and none of you questioned it. Well,
I
not
was
even
so done with the bollywogs at that point.
not necessarily innocent, just
is
a
this
bunch
another
of
RIP Tony moment?
Yeah, I'm
if
sure
I
he
if I hear
deserves it.
another plan of tripping, I will literally have my character jump off a building.
Will it trip?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
trip
have
off
to
the
trip off
building.
a
So you're
building.
gonna trip and fall.
And fall.
And that would be a successful that he can trip.
As you all approach Loom Lurch, two things happen. Luggage, you feel this. You feel something in your stomach. It's like a stomach ache, but you can't get those. It's just like there's something stored, or something.
Oh, the brownies are
some
seeping.
energy or something in there. It's not that. You know that. You've been friends with Snack since you were children. Trust me. Ooh. This is something else. You feel something building in there. It's not bad. It's just like this energy building in your stomach. What do
Okay.
you want to do about that?
What can I? I'm gonna ask the group to stop and just see if I can take stock of what's happening to lead to that feeling. Just something feels wrong.
Do you open your stomach?
Uh,
No.
Do it.
checking to make
Do it.
sure that
Do it.
Snack and no
Do
one
it.
else is within reach of stealing brownies.
They are not. The way your stomach works, the way it essentially functions, is the same as a
So-
bag of holding. Only you can reach in and grab things out. And
That
you have
is
to be
good to know.
thinking of the thing. You reach in, trying to figure out what this is. You focus on that strange feeling, and as you pull your hand out, you're not. What you're holding is a glowing orb. It glows with like this white light, and under the white light, you recognize the ball that Dilagra gave you. It's glowing with like this strange white light, just this energy.
So I've got it back because I gave it to Star.
You do have it back.
Ooh. It's
And
odd.
Does that
as
mean
that
stars
happens,
hidden in his stomach as well?
and you all turn to look at the darkness enveloping thither that is Loomlurch, you all level up.
Ooh.
Oh.
And that is where we're going to end for tonight.
Oh, level up.
Okay.
Level 7.
All right.
Technically, I was meant to give you guys a level up when you first got to thither, but I didn't. I held off till
Aren't we
now.
over leveled?
So we'll be up
You
to level
are.
7.
But it means basically you guys being over leveled just means that I can throw more challenging things at you. That's all that means.
Because we need
I
that.
feel like this means that we're going to fight the Jabberwock, and that shit's going to be
You
stronger
guys
than
will
the
always
Rakshasa.
be-
With the Rakshasa on its back.
You guys will always be one level over what you're meant to be because a certain person changed their entire username to gain the party a level. And I'm not going to get rid of that sacrifice just to make things a little bit more difficult. You guys got that level to make things easier, so I'm going to... But if you guys are level 7, I balance things for a level 6 party, basically. Because you guys got that extra bonus.
Well,
No.
just
To account
imagine what
for
level would be
Spa.
if someone ate dog food.
Oh,
Imagine.
It's just a
imagine.
dog treat.
But yeah, everyone levels up, which means 4th level
Thank you.
spells. You guys are getting health
Wow.
abilities, so go ahead and do that at some
Does
point.
someone get 2 spells now?
Can we do actions and bonus
I actually got a
actions
pretty
with
sick
our
action. I
spells?
got a thing called evasion. So no matter when I make a
Oh shit.
Yeah, I got
Jay,
evasion
thank you
now.
for the games, man. That was awesome.
Anytime.
Yeah,
So
it was fun as hell, dude.
if everyone could resolve that by Monday next week so I can redo all of our thumbnails, that would be awesome so that it actually has your level 7 stats.
Yep.
I already finished mine.
I will remind that multi-classing is an option for any of you interested in pursuing that path.
Oh, no, thank you.
Any of us who might want to try
Yeah.
other classes or who might want to multi-class into being a monk.
I had that conversation with you and we realized just how mental that would be for a Warforged cleric monk. I'd love to,
Oh,
but
it's fun being a Warforged monk, dude. I was a Warforged monk in one of my sessions
monk.
before.
not to try and be
Sorkadin.
a what?
I did a session where it was, we were all monks, and then the DM, who didn't know what werewolves were, put us against a group of werewolves. And when we started hitting it, it didn't work. And he goes, "Hey guys, you need to run. By the way, just so you know, werewolves can't take physical damage."
Werewolves, yeah, they'd be nasty.
But luckily, I took the one where you had like the
Yeah,
Kai blast, so I was able to shoot them. But I only had like 3 key points.
Way the sun, sun soul.
Yeah, Way of the Sun. Yeah.
Good. I'm muted. Yeah.
Well, you're not muted, Dante. You just had
You're
your
not
camera
muted.
on.
You're not muted. You've muted your picture.
Maybe 10, 15 minutes?
I don't
This
think
is
you can hear us. You only turned off your camera, bro.
Hey.
So
Oh, did I? I thought I. Oh, no.
No,
I
you
muted the
hit the
speaker, not the
camera.
microphone.
Yeah, so
yeah, so you guys can let me know when you've done the characters. And Jay, does leveling up mean that we get the equivalent of a long rest with those spells we've used back? Or
No, of
because
course you do. That's
I
crazy.
think we used I didn't know if it worked like video games. It's the first time we've leveled up after using spells. I had no idea.
Not like video games. You guys would have long rested though. Anyway, I'll say,
Oh.
you guys can take a long
Okay.
rest from being in Little Oak. I'll be
So
nice.
even though you long rest, if I say used the Arbor
Oh wait,
essence
Arbor Echo
before,
recharges at dawn each day.
yeah,
so
so it's
it does
daily,
not
isn't it? So that
recharge.
means I can't command a Pegasus anytime soon
Snack
either.
when you Rayson, when
yes,
you do
you can
when you
do
rest, you need to
Pegasus.
go back and do your exhaustion again because it's going to take away your exhaustion.
You
'cause
use
you are so high.
Zephyr
no. So I have a
Oh,
square
okay, cool.
I
So
can
two
click
separate things.
whether
You
it
can
recovers
use-
that or not.
Yeah, you can use each spell once per day.
Gotcha. I wasn't sure if it was either or.
No, I did consider making it either or, but I figured, stuff it. Where's the fun in that? So
No, I'm hot for that.
Thank you. And so the level 7 stuff, that'll all be available to us as we head into the next,
it will be, yes.
like the start. Okay. From this, picking up from this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
have it
dude.
for level 7.
I forgot about my inability to keep secrets. I'm gonna tell Will what I felt about him next time we see him.
Yeah, you should have said something, man. That would have been fucking funny.
Too late.
That
He's
would have
gone
been
off to the-
hilarious. Hey, dude, what
Well,
the
by
hell's
not
going on?
saying
You
anything, are
fucked
you
me
keeping
over
a
there.
secret?
He can't keep secrets, remember?
You can't keep secrets
Yeah,
at all.
yeah. Like, okay. A genuine question. Okay. That is good to know. So we just make sure that Albert keeps talking to everybody and we have an open and honest dialogue with the world.
Like, I would be so lost if I didn't have you guys to walk with.
Oh my god, this is so good. I've got 2 maneuvers. I'm taking trip attack
Yeah.
because I know our group's love of tripping.
The very first session when I
If
fell
I
off the
see you trip attack, we're having some words, Dante. In
I'm
character.
taking it. I'm taking it.
1 second, you guys.
In
Not
character.
Now
everybody.
you
I'm going to
get
wait out
anything
while we do our
for,
characters. You can stay tuned to this on the YouTube channel for after the game. Hit that
D&D.
up on YouTube, and you'll see what we do from here.
I
Thank you,
leveled up
everybody.
and I don't have anything.
You don't have any? No, you must.
So what you want to do is head into your spell settings, specifically manage spells, and you'll be able to add any new spells as a sorcerer in there. Snack.
Oh, I can add one.
I think you only get 1 per level as a sorcerer, but you can also, as a sorcerer, remove an old spell that you don't want anymore and replace. You can add a spell every level and replace one. So if there's an old spell you don't use as much, you can get rid of it and add a spell from a higher level if you'd like as well.
Oh yeah, cool. Me and Egg will be doing that chat off screen.
Yeah.
All right,
Nice.
level 7. What's luggage doing? What does a cleric get at level 7? This is
Here we go.
exciting.
Maneuver option.
I get
Come on, give me a
resistance to
list.
magic damage, so that's cool.
You do that. Oh, so that'll tailor well with your shield.
Yeah, and it's an aura as well, so everyone gets it.
Fuck
Mhm.
yes.
Resistance to magic damage.
Yeah.
So we need to make a note of that for the fight. And Jay, so what do we do with our rolls then when Egg's got that equipped?
It's just half damage.
Pardon, sorry, what? My
Okay.
brain's not working, huh?
Could you explain, sorry, what you were just explaining, Egg? Apologies.
Resistance is just half damage. There's
Yeah.
aura of warding. Me and friendly creatures within 10 feet have resistance to damage from spells, which means half damage.
Whatever you're within 10 feet of him, any spell damage that you take is halved.
That's awesome,
Oh.
especially with my
And,
evasion.
and plus 3 bonus to all saves as well.
So we're just going to be hugging Egg.
Pretty much.
I just found a spell that would be perfect for you, Rennet. Spider
You found a
climb.
Oh, spider, yeah. Spider climb's pretty nice. Ugh. I thought I was good. I really thought I was gonna die to that Roshaska today. Roshaska, what it's called.
Rakshasa.
I can't say it. Whatever.
Rakshasa.
Guy in a
I was so
fairy
ready for a fight to the death, Jay.
I think
I
it was
was
going
like-
to end
Got
in
that
your
out another
death.
day, and I'm going to bed, guys.
No
No.
worries at
Yeah,
all.
I have to get going here soon. I gotta leave in like 6
Nighty-night.
minutes later. Night.
Hey,
Boy.
Yeah, Jay, I thought this was your setup for me to finally have my showdown with,
No.
with him. I was like, all right, so Violence it is.
No, you
It
guys,
is violence.
I cannot. Look, he's immune to pretty much all the damage you guys could possibly throw at him.
Yeah.
Hence why you whacked him with the axe, and he just was like, "What the fuck? Stop that! Go away."
That's why I was like, oh, I'm the only one who can hurt him probably. So let's go.
Jay, question.
Yeah.
If I take quick toss as a maneuver, does that mean I can throw 4 things now? What's it you?
What does quick toss allow you to do again?
Well,
Yes,
I'm
what
so glad
does it
you
allow
asked.
you to do?
I'll be right back.
I do need to.
Quick toss?
Oh,
Yeah, quick
Richard
toss.
Chart.
It says, as a bonus action, you can expend 1 superiority die and make a ranged attack with a weapon that has the thrown property.
Read
You
the.
can draw the weapon as part
read
of
the-
making
okay,
this attack
stop.
if you hit.
Read the first 4 words of that.
It's a bonus action.
Yes.
Nah, I thought would they have
You-
more than one bonus action?
Yeah.
Got you.
it's
That's
still
pointless for me
only
because I already
three
have that.
Only.
Quick toss is still a useful ability because you can only draw and stow so many weapons per turn.
Yeah, but I kind of
Is the thing
split
like,
my thing into 2 and throw them both, and then throw the other hand axe. And I
where
think
is
I'm
that?
all done with throwing
I
things
got a
in.
question for you about that, Jay, about drawing, stowing weapons.
Yo,
How
what
does
up?
it? How does it affect Rannick, especially since my Psychonic daggers, I don't have to draw or anything like that. So if I wanted to switch between the new poison dagger you gave me, the venom dagger, and those, how long would I be able to sheath the dagger and then use the Psychonic dagger, or would I have to, or would I not be able to?
What? Sorry, ask that again. Sorry, I'm so tired and I'm just thinking about bed right now. What words?
You're good. I was asking about the venom dagger. So in combat, how would it work if I wanted to stow that and then use my Psychonic dagger, or go for my Psychonic dagger to the venom's dagger?
So
I said dagger a lot.
technically summoning one of your daggers is drawing or stowing. So because if you have 2 free hands, I allow you to draw each item once, but you can only draw 1 item per hand each turn. There is a very specific ability if you have the thrown weapon fighting as a fighting style allows you to draw a weapon as part of the attack. So you could theoretically, like Dante saying, if he wanted to make, let's say he had 3 hand axes, attack, he can actually, but he has 2 empty hands, he can technically actually only draw 2 weapons each turn. Even if he has the 3 attacks, he tosses the first 2 and then he's just going to swing with his fists. Whereas with thrown weapon fighting, he can draw each one as part of the attack. That would help you as well. Dual wielder allows you to draw basically double the number of things a turn. So instead of drawing 2, you could draw 4. The feat dual wielder specifically is what I'm talking about, not the fighting style. So you could draw and throw the dagger, and then as a bonus action, summon and throw or stab with a psionic blade, but then that'd be it. If that answers your question, I hope.
No, it makes sense. I was just wondering if how it would work for if I wanted to do both. But with that, gentlemen, I'm gonna bounce. I gotta start getting ready for work.
Cool.
No worries at all.
Another 10-hour shift.
I'm gonna dip and go to bed because I have work early tomorrow as well.
Thanks heaps
Bye
so
all, have
much.
fun.
I too need to get some sleep and read up
Bye.
on some spells.
Have fun. Bye.
Thanks heaps. That was
Bye.
awesome fun.
Bye.
Bye.